There we go. All right, we're
Close,
theoretically
close, close.
live. We're starting up Braid, anniversary edition.
Ooh, Gogglebop does own a computer.
Nope, this is on Switch.
Oh, I thought it was on Steam. Damn it! One of
We will
these days
never
I'll be
prove that
right.
Gogglebob owns a computer.
It is being streamed through my phone.
This unicycle is very weird to control, just like a real unicycle.
One would imagine.
You recovering well from the drive home?
Yeah. I mean, I had to be up bright and early first thing this morning and hating everything. So,
Yeah,
business
that sounds
as
like it
usual.
sucks ass.
Business as usual.
Yeah, do we get a full report on the whole Gen Con, was it?
You will, but I was deterred by things that happened after work, so that's kind of taking a back seat right now.
Fair enough.
I had some medical equipment was being delivered, and apparently, first thing Sunday morning, I get an email saying it's being shipped out. Okay, great. Theory saying I'll be home before it shows up.
That's right.
Apparently, the tracking said it was delivered on Friday.
We live?
We live.
All right.
And Cass is
me-
telling a story.
It's okay. Cass's story is traumatizing enough.
It says you're offline.
Says I'm
It's
offline.
fine. It's showing. It's playing.
Okay.
Big
It's
Jimmy
a
Braid. He's
problem, not
here.
a Gobblebob problem.
Beat,
Gobblebob.
Beat has many problems.
I have loads of problems. That's true.
So the tracking shows that this thing had been delivered on Friday, and thankfully I told my neighbor I was going to be out of town because that was going to happen. The one time that something gets delivered to my house, it's going to be when I'm out of town for a few days. So
The
she
aristocrats.
she texted me this afternoon, like right as I got done work, and I was like, "Yeah, go ahead and bring it over, but either leave it in the driveway or on the porch, because at this point in the day, I have been notified that I probably had a COVID exposure."
Oh, fun.
Because
Yeah, that's a great
giant convention, not really surprising. And I'd been wearing a mask the whole time. It was just one of those like, thanks for confirming my
things
fear.
happen.
I was gonna test anyway, but I won't go anywhere tonight.
Sounds reasonable.
She puts the box on my porch. I bring the box in the house, put it in the middle of the kitchen floor because I have some very real paranoia.
Mhm.
Oh, emergency alert. Cool. Stop making noise, man. Flash flood warning is in effect. Please stop. Sorry. Anyway, so I put the box in the middle of the kitchen floor because I have a very legitimate fear and past problem of, if something is left on the porch, bugs get into it, and then I bring the bugs in the house, and I don't. That's not okay. So, and funny enough, I start opening the box and I see, a couple of little bugs that I usually see on it. That's not a big deal, except they're also inside the box. Inside the box with the medical equipment.
That's
So that's
awful.
yeah. So I drag it out to the back porch and I'm trying to figure out what the heck to do about that because, apparently the company closed for the night at 5 and it's now 6:15 because this is my day. And she sees me out there, so she's at worst. We start talking, and then the skies opened up because that's how this works. So I wrote off a nasty email to the company and then had to figure out how to tape it up so more bugs don't get in it. And I don't have any packing tape, apparently. I only had painter's tape.
Just on top of everything else.
This is the comedy of errors. After, at this point, I had accidentally dropped laundry behind the washer and dryer. But, this was all outside of work. At least the work stuff was like 100 emails after 4 days of being out. That I could handle. Dropping my dirty laundry behind the washer, not so comfortable. Bug situation, I'm right out. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So,
Bug situation.
So, yeah, I
Sounds like
told,
you've been going through it.
and this is all just like in the last 3 hours. Um, but I told Bob I might be a little delayed because now I have to take an extra long shower because bugs.
Which is a reasonable response to bugs.
Right. So we're doing okay now. We're doing better. And then I will get into the I don't know where to start as far as the con experience as it is. I mean, I drove 10 hours each way, which was very much a double-edged sword. Like it was nice. My other option, the reason I drove was because when I originally looked, all of the flights were included 10 to 15 hour layovers.
Which is unpleasant.
And if it don't, right, well, it's unpleasant to have a layover at all. But at that point, it's going to take me longer to sit there and wait for a plane than to just drive straight. Like my cousin had suggested flying into another airport and she could pick me up on the way. And I was like, but then how would I get home? And I was worried about buying a whole bunch of stuff that I'd then have to figure out how to ship home or whatever. Yeah, it just, having my car made my life easier. The con itself was incredible. It was like 70,000 people. And lots of board games.
Hooray! Board
Well,
game.
that's an ideal number of people for a board game.
More like
Yeah.
boring game. Oh,
More like board
Oh.
game. Got him.
Oh.
Johnny
Board
Black.
game.
Games that make me bored.
Oh,
So,
Oh.
like,
Bubble got him.
Braid sucks.
okay.
So how's your race going?
Race?
What are you doing?
I thought Beat was going to try to make this competitive, but
No. See, that's the thing. I played more Braids a day than I had my entire life in preparation for this.
18 whole minutes.
No. It was a couple. I think. Let me look at the old Steam metrics. Not metrics. You know the fucking. You've played this for blah 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 hours. 3.1 hours total.
Metrics.
Okay.
My point is metrics.
And from that experience, most of like 99% of which happened today, Braid's just not very fucking good. I just don't like it. It's bad.
Cass, I demand you deal with the chat.
I haven't even gotten on my computer yet. You're gonna have to give me a minute.
Hello, Mr. Mrs. or Mix X Rocks Raven. Is Mix how you
Oh.
pronounce M.MX?
Yes.
Hi, Rock Raven.
Yeah.
Described as Gogglebob Staffers. That's the new one.
That is a new one. I don't like it. I'm the Gogglebob bully, not the Gogglebob staffer.
Somehow implies you were in servitude to the Gogglebob instead of the
Nope, hold on,
Overlord.
Lord's yelling. Coming!
What was
I think that was the wife is yelling.
that? That makes sense.
Yeah. But
So Braid, ladies and gentlemen, Braid.
Brain?
Braid.
Braid, like the thing you do with your hair when it's really long.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there's some deeper meaning, but whatever. What is it? Oh, yes, I'm supposed to deal with the key here.
Oh, no. She didn't say staffers. Okay, I see what she said.
Oh, Staffers. Ah.
Did you say steppers?
No, don't worry about it. We got it.
Don't worry about it. We can read. We're literate here.
No, we're not.
That's
Speak for me.
debatable.
Do not speak for me.
Don't you dare say I can read.
Okay, fine. I have it handled as direct.
My life is much easier if people think I can't read.
That is so true. If only I could get away with that.
You just
All
gotta
right.
find the right people who don't know you.
True story. Unfortunately, my boss knows.
What if he didn't, though? That's true of many bosses. Many bosses do not know their employees.
That is.
Oh,
Well,
it's burrito time.
He knows I can read. Let's put it that way.
I mean, it's usually part of the job interview, but I am aware of at least one time that a place was hiring and they realized way after they had hired the person was illiterate, and this is not a joke. They managed to do that.
What year was it?
Gosh, like probably like 7 years
Did it
ago.
start with a 19?
No, it started with a 2000.
Started with a 20. Oh, I was wondering why this sounded familiar. Apparently, I have Braid, like regular Braid, nothing before or after it. Is that what this game is, or is this something else?
This is Braid. Well, this is Anniversary Edition.
I return.
This is Braid, Anniversary Edition.
Oh, this is just the regular one. But I have it. I've never installed it, but I have it.
Everybody has it.
Stay the course.
This was literally part of Beat's thesis that literally everyone has.
You might not. You probably
You were
do not
3 when
remember
this came out.
the far flung past of 2008, when indie games were just barely an idea, as vividly as we do.
I was in high school.
And not only
I was
indie
in
games, but
college.
just the concept of like essentially a $20 game. Or $10? I mean, how much was this when it came out? Like just like the idea of a quote unquote not traditional, like it was before we delineated like AAA and stuff. It's hard to the point is that for all the complaints about how this version isn't selling well, it like when it first came out, it had like zero competition.
Yeah, no, that's like the thing I think we all forget about Braid is that it was at the very top of the Xbox Live Arcade, where it was an exclusive for all of 2000, for the entirety of 2008, like I think released in August. So, hey, we are almost exactly at 24 years here. No, not 24, 18 years. Wait,
Wow.
16 years. I can do math.
16.
It's
Math-
literally my job to do math, and I'm fucking it up
Math is
horrendously.
hard. Reading is hard.
Everything's hard. Life is hard.
Why use brains?
I don't like using brains. I'd rather not most days.
Brains.
But like, Braid was at the top of the Xbox Live Arcade store for months. It was the game. It was the game that you got because, oh my God, games are art. And then it went on Steam, and it was the game that everybody got. And as I stated, it is in everybody's Steam library of who was around then.
Was
so
it
the
the first
idea-
Humble Indie bundle?
It's been in multiple Humble bundles.
Yeah, but I mean, was it in the first?
Probably. I would bet good money it was.
To
There
the
are-
archives.
There are a million ways to have obtained Braid. And the sheer likelihood of any like Steam account dating to like, oh, I want to say 2011 or earlier, having Braid is almost 100%. And if it's not there, it's because you already had it on your Xbox. It was just that commonplace.
And unfortunately, the game's just not that interesting outside of that time Soulja Boy clowned on it.
Oh yeah, Soulja Boy clowning on is one of the like greatest achievements in video game history.
I'm sorry, that series of words. I know what each of them means, but not put together.
There's
We
this
will need to
thing-
link, like Gogglebob in the notes will need to link to Soulja Boy's review of Braid.
Like that
It-
Soldier Boy?
That's
Yes,
Soulja
it is
Boy,
exactly the Soulja Boy you're thinking of.
Yes. Here we
I
go.
don't know
Here we
any
go.
other Soldier
of-
Boys.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just
you
I'm just
will
gonna
not
toss
remember.
this in the general chat on my Discord, and you click it right now. In fact, we're not. We will all
Soulja
rename.
Boy was a, for Chrome's benefit, Soulja Boy was a one-hit wonder ringtone rapper, known for a song called "Crank That."
I know who Soldier Boy is.
that's the
Okay,
Superman
good.
song, right?
Did you
I
have that
thought when
ringtone?
you said that, I thought you were saying you didn't know who Soulja Boy was, and I was like, that
Oh.
makes sense.
No, that song was everywhere when I was like younger.
That's wild to me because I associate it strictly with the mid 2000s and then never again.
Yeah. But no,
it was
Soldier Boy.
the Superman song,
Wait,
right?
wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait,
Superman.
wait.
Yeah, crank that.
Yeah, Superman. Yeah, that one.
That stupid stand on one leg thing that everybody was doing. Got it.
You.
I have opinions.
Yeah.
That song, his video is incredible because it is an immediate destruction of the notion that Braid means anything.
Yeah, I believe there is also footage of John Blow in a dark apartment just crying after seeing it.
The thing I would say about Braid as art game is that Braid is from the era of art game where the art game aspired only to look like art.
Yeah.
It had nothing to say. There was no deeply held idea that was being expressed by Braid. There's all sorts of...
I will disagree that Braid... It doesn't have a good idea, but it does have an idea.
Okay, I am prepared to fight you on that one. But I will, but before I do that, I want to follow up what Fanboy just said about art games, because I have long history with art games and their total bullshit thereof. And you
I
say
believe Pete
that
made a thread 14 years ago. It's called "Art Games Are Total Bullshit."
yeah, and I only made that thread because I actually love art games, but so many of them are total bullshit, and I think Braid absolutely falls into the total bullshit category. But you can't really say that that there was no such thing as a capital A art game that didn't have stuff to say other than wanting the appearance of looking profound. Because Killer 7 came out in 2004.
Oh yeah, but that's not what people were thinking of as art games at the time.
That is true. That is very true.
Okay, so for my clarification, what is an actual art game?
Okay, so
in this context,
I'm gonna have to run through some definitions here, but it'll only take a second. So, an art game. Okay, first of all, baseline fact: video games are art. They are a medium. They are creative works that designed to elicit an emotional response from the viewer/player. That's art.
Okay.
That is as good a definition as art as you'll ever get, right?
I do not dispute this definition.
Sure. Art game, air quotes, is a game that aspires to prove that video games are art, which was something that a lot of developers all independently decided was going to be the hill they died on right around the mid to late zeros. And then after that, everybody just sort of grew the fuck up and said, wait, we're already art. Who gives a shit? Fuck off.
Hello.
So
Nice
when I
timing,
say
Alex.
art game, I'm saying a game that aspires to be called art, a game that in its darkest heart, in all of its developer interviews, in every frame of it, you can see the devs screaming, why, yes, I am art. So to put more of a pin on this, Hotline Miami, one of my absolute favorite games, is absolutely a phenomenal piece of art. It is about violence, the destruction of the soul, the Cold War. It's about all sorts of shit. And it is beautiful and gorgeous and absolutely art. Braid is also art, but I would say it's more like just a painting of an orange. And you could attach all sorts of things to it, but it's still just a painting of an orange. There's not a lot there.
Okay.
So, but also Jonathan Blow is the sort of person who, yes, absolutely has sucked himself off. It was incredible. The skies opened up and the choir of angels started singing when it happened. It's amazing. So there's this article in the Atlantic from I want to say 2010. So ages and ages fucking ago, about how this man finally made games art. And it talks, and it's written in that interminable Atlantic style, where it talks about how he's this deeply unique, beautiful soul. And it mentions he contains the duality of man because he never drinks, but he also goes clubbing every Friday trying to get laid. And I'm that's not the duality of man. That's not what you're looking for when you say duality of man. He's just horny.
I assure you, that is not the duality of man.
Yeah.
Talk
The
about-
fact that he's horny without being drunk is notwithstanding.
Did you just kill a bunny? You monster.
The bunny would kill me if I didn't kill it.
Oh, that was one of the things I noticed in my most of the way playthrough today. There's a segment here where like an entire family of bunnies gets guns down as they try to chase you, and I'm pretty sure that's there to make you feel like, oh no, I did a bad thing, you monster, and it did not. I don't think it's good.
I don't think it's good. Nope.
That's not the guilt you're looking for in your video games.
I mean, like lots of video games have made me feel guilty. I've written I've probably written in aggregate a fucking novel about Spec Ops: The Line. I have written an actual novel about Hotline Miami. But it was not the guilt I was looking for, no.
Why does it keep rewinding like twice?
Oh,
Well,
because Gogglebob keeps pressing X.
Yeah, rewind is an ability you have, and to explain the puzzle that's happening here, the green block, the block that has a green outline,
Very slowly rising. I see that.
yes, is unaffected by your time powers. So if you rewind at all, pretty much, before the other block gets ahead of it, then it will never get ahead of it. So I had to kind of repeat that area a couple times just to get everything working the way it should, and now it has.
And promptly fall into the spikes.
Yep. Probably fall into the spikes.
You
There are
never run
puzzles in
out of
Braid
magical rewind time
that-
potion.
I'll go ahead. Oh my goodness, it just got clonked there. There are puzzles in Braid that I would say are actually pretty clever. But I found a lot of them more annoying, and many of them just absolutely fiddly. Like you just have to.
The game's not as precise as its puzzles.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, fiddly is an excellent description for Braid.
Yeah, like there are tons of times. I think there's one coming up that was like notable, but there's another one that's basically like the entire like you'll see it when you see it. But there are so many in this game where it's like, oh, see, we did something clever here, but there's no room for like, very simple, basic, easy human error. And as a result, you get like puzzles that like are super easy to just totally bork, and you have to reset the entire room and do it all over again. And this happens so much. This one took me forever, Gogglebob, so I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to jump down the hole on your left first.
I mean, that was what I was planning on doing. Like,
Yeah.
Braid is definitely one of those games that also includes puzzles that inevitably, like, whatever your first impulse is probably the wrong choice. Like,
Yeah.
if you see a key, inevitably the solution is don't take that key yet.
There are loads of puzzles like that. And I'm not going to say that's like intrinsically bad design, but it's annoying design. Also, you can't bop the piranha plants.
Yeah, well, I was just trying to move things along.
At least they
less
landed
even.
over their side.
The
So,
piranha plants are so fucking annoying.
so Fanboy had asked, and I don't think y'all answered. Is there a limit on how much you can rewind, or
No, I was referencing Soldier Boy, who
Oh.
describes the game as you never run out of magical rewind time potions.
oh, never mind. Cool.
Just take
But it
a-
was a legit one from me.
Well, these
Yeah,
bunnies
it's
are
a
gonna
fair
kill.
question.
Oh yeah, you're just soft lock now. You have to kill the bunnies first. Oh wait, never
No,
mind.
you can get them away.
Oh right, this is
One way or another,
is
the
the-
bunnies are making.
Oh no,
Here
you got the bunny shot. How could you?
Bunny murder.
Bonnie.
So what? You just plug the pieces in as you have them, or
I mean, you can. You can also like wait till the ends, and also there
can
is
kill 'em.
actually a
that's
this
a
puzzle.
timing nightmare, isn't
You want me
it?
to give you the solution on this one?
Go right ahead.
It's not a timing puzzle. You just got to jump to the other side and then just jump down and die, but the key will stick with you on the way back up.
Of course it will.
Because that makes sense.
Like I
He
said,
keeps rewinding anyway.
yeah. So just jump. So like let him die down there, and then jump in after it, and then rewind back, and he'll take the key with you.
I like that I keep bouncing off of goddamn everything.
Well, it's
I mean,
easier.
I think it's easier if you
the right
jump from
side.
the other side.
Yeah, there we go.
See?
And yet,
Yeah.
Wow.
okay, that's an interesting mechanic.
Also, like I said, I didn't beat this game today, but I did get pretty far, and this was the only boss I encountered.
This might be the only boss there is. I barely even remember there being a boss in this game. I mean, other than the finale, which is kind of a chase sequence.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Do you have to drop the chandelier on his
Yeah,
head?
that's where I was headed.
Yes. He's unaffected by your rewind, but like
Well, that's
But like
interesting.
you're invincible every time you're rewinding. So like you don't even have to worry about his projectiles when you're rewinding. It's not a very difficult fight.
Because you've got unlimited time juice, there's nothing
Yeah.
he can do to you.
Yeah, it's
Which is part of the quote unquote art game of Braid, in my opinion, because it's one of those. The game definitely tell, don't show, but they kind of make a point about it's about a relationship, and Braid guy wants to turn back time, but there's some things he just can't turn back or whatever the fuck.
God, the entire there's a bunch of books at the start of each level that talk about how you fucked up your relationship. Like, supposedly it's a twist that your girlfriend is running from you, but after even a cursory reading of those, I was like, that's not a twist.
Literally, the first book talks about that's where the titular Braid comes from, because he got smacked in the face. She turned around so angrily that he got hit by her braid. That's
Yeah,
canon.
exactly.
It literally says that in the first level.
Yeah, it's like
Not even what?
the twist is you're trying to rescue the princess because it's art game Mario, basically, which is why all the enemies are Goombas and piranha plants. You can't even pretend they're not. But every level in this game starts with a big ol' bunch of texts, and by the third text box you're like, oh, okay, she left him because he's a shitty boyfriend, or possibly abusive.
And
Yeah,
then it turns out something about the bomb.
Yeah, I was about to say that there's the whole atom bomb interpretation.
I feel like
not
that's
supported by anything.
I feel like that's just so dumb that we're not even going to give that consideration.
Blow has said oh, well, you see this thing about the bomb, and it's no.
I think Blow
Godzilla definitely is more about the bomb than freaking Braid is.
Yeah, I think Blow wanted a final twist, because the twist that it turns out you were just a prick wasn't twisty
Sometimes
enough
the
for
puzzle
him.
game is just
Very
a puzzle.
prosaic.
Yeah. So the idea of there was a twisty or twist. You just didn't get it. Okay, if you rewind several times higher, you'll get back to the other side faster, so you can catch the ride. That's how it works.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to figure out the physics on this one.
And I think you rewind faster by holding R, which I will give them.
Rewind harder.
I will give Blow a moment of credit. It is kind of fun that the rewind speed being the actual solution to some puzzles is kind of clever. There are so many things in this game that are kind of clever. That said, there is a puzzle in, I want to say, level 3 or the one where like your movements determines the flow of time, where
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
that one.
rewind super fast to like get an enemy to as it walks dumbly between piranha plants to keep it from dying. And that shit was awful. Just
Dumbly.
genuinely miserable.
It is a huge dipshit.
Yeah.
And I'm not,
Apparently, Google is discontinuing the Chromecast brand and replacing it with Google TV Streamer.
streamer or
sounds-
screamer?
I really hope it's Screamer.
I heard
Fr-
Screamer.
Welcome to
Streamer,
Google
like-
TV. Ah!
Google TV Screamer.
Ah!
I didn't know it was that kind of party. With the flag and everything?
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is absolutely Mario.
Yeah, wait. Let me
You
just
must
see
be
if I
in
can.
another castle.
Okay, look. The first thing: Tim is off on a search to rescue the princess. She has been snatched by a horrible and evil monster. This happened because Tim made a mistake.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
just
that's
one.
not even.
He made many mistakes during the time they spent together all those years ago. Memories of the relationship have become muddled, replaced wholesale, but one remains clear: the princess turning sharply away, her braid lashing at him with contempt. Like,
How do you even call that a twist?
said
You
I was about to say
literally
that
explained
those-
it.
the first two things you see in this game. Like,
This sounds really familiar.
it's like, just Tim, like this is
They
your
said
life,
great.
Tim.
Good thing.
They said the thing. He said the thing.
Said the thing.
He said the thing.
Which thing? What? Who? Huh?
Braid.
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 Title
Truly
drop.
it was a braid.
braid.
Truly, they were an Aqua Teen hunger force. I'll be right back.
I love that this level mentions he felt optimism, and then the next level is called the pit.
Yeah, that's how these things go.
Subtle. Okay, the same guy did The Witness. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Oh, there
when you
you
talk
go.
about art games, art puzzle game, that tracks.
Yeah, so this is now the level that everything moves based on your own movements, which makes things weird.
Oh, that's trippy.
Like, again, there's some cool, neat stuff in this game. It's just, it is tied to a man who has made his opinion known.
Okay, well, that part I haven't gotten to yet. I'm slow reading the wiki here because I keep tabbing back to watch the game.
Yeah, I'm currently playing, like, Murder Donkey Kong.
No kidding. Can't you just rewind? Well, not rewind, but go backwards a bit to offset the timing with that one?
I mean,
Okay.
kinda.
Oh, hey, so you're at the reversing level now. Now you will understand the hatred I have. You probably already understood it, but you will understand it more.
I mean, I will say
This
I did beat Braid
Oh,
in
there you
every
go.
conceivable way back in the day.
This is a clever, like I said, Braid is clever. Clever doesn't mean good. There are so many parts of this game that while playing it, I kept going, my, that's actually very clever. Too
What a
bad it's
clever
just
glove.
fucking annoying. Like
Wow.
this puzzle here, where like, so you've seen that like, time moves one way when you're going left and the other way when going right, right? That's clever. Now, when you get the key, why don't you go and open that very obvious door to open? Ha, idiot. You went the other
Oh.
way. So time went that way, which meant the door stayed shut because the door immediately shuts when you move in that direction. See? Aren't we fucking clever? You have to go around. I hope you enjoy solving the entire fucking puzzle again. That's what Braid does. It's clever, but that doesn't mean it's not goddamn irritating.
What's the expression? There's a difference between clever and good.
Remember the stars?
It's very clever, but it's fucking annoying. Oh yeah, I hope you're not going for the stars, Gogglebob.
Oh,
Absolutely
obviously
not.
not, because that involves sitting on a platform for 2 hours.
I was about to say
Yeah.
we could just have freaking Masterpiece Theater while we wait for that.
Yeah. There is a speed run in the 100% category, which is all stars, where the runner gets to that star, right? And then just leaves the house and goes to get fast food, comes back with the bag, eats it on camera, and still doesn't miss anything.
Just to be clear, for those of us who haven't played Braid to excess, there is a star that you can only get by waiting in the same spot in this game for, is it 2 hours? Like, what's the time?
2 hours was
It's
the number
1
I
hour.
heard.
It's 1 hour for the cloud to come to you, and then you jump on the cloud, and it's another hour to get to the other side of the screen to get the star.
Oh, hell no.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huge
Like I
waste
I
said-
have
of
a
time.
completionist problem. That hurts to hear.
Like I said, this game is clever, but that does not mean it's not fucking irritating.
Do.
What are those things that are jumping around?
They're Goombas.
I mean, they're Goombas, but I don't know, they represent the atom bomb.
They're Goombas, but they're all like working for Dr. Robert Oppenheimer.
This is Oppenheimer. God.
I'd rather watch Oppenheimer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's a pretty good movie, you know?
Yeah, like I would
feel
much
like
rather be watching that.
I feel like it really captured how Oppenheimer only acts in bad faith, which is,
Yeah.
kind of cool.
No, like I mean, I'm not surprised it's a good movie.
Yeah, no, it's Chris Nolan when he's on. It's gonna be a pretty
Yeah.
good movie.
I mean, even Chris Nolan when he's off is usually at least a decent time, but
Yeah.
when he's on,
Like Tenet was, it's fine.
it's fine.
It's-
Like and that's when he's off.
yeah, and we will call Tenet an off movie.
Yeah.
But
It's like you didn't have a bad time at the movies.
yeah, no, it wasn't a bad movie. It was perfectly acceptable.
We're having more fun talking about Oppenheimer. That's why this is happening.
We really are. We
So-
really fucking are.
Have you guys
Right.
played The Witness at all?
No.
I watched Nodal
I've
play
heard
it.
some people. I've heard some people have good things to say about it.
I watched the
But I haven't.
SGDQ run of it and was like, I guess I was just sort of like, all right, sure, that certainly seems to exist.
All right, I'm gonna go lie down for a bit. I may or may not be
Rest
back.
well.
Yeah, no,
That's
you,
fine.
you rest well.
We
You've had a
we heard about your horrible evening.
you've
your-
had a
your last-
horrible Google-based
No
day.
good, very bad day.
Caliscrub's no good, very bad, generally awful day.
Oh no.
Enjoy your
Go
rest.
save the princess or whatever.
But she doesn't want to be saved. That was the twist. Thank you for playing.
The idea that that's the twist when the game literally told you what it was going on at the very beginning in the first text box is, I don't know, maybe they just expected gamers to forget. We have short memories.
I mean, it's also. I mean, this is again a thing of it being of its time. Like, I feel like a significant part of it is sort of like it's baby's first. The protagonist isn't right. Like, you expect that even though the and when I say you, I mean like the miscellaneous person of 2010 or whatever this game came out. 2008? What was it?
2008 on Xbox and 2009 on everything else.
Okay, yeah, so 2008. So the idea is that basically you, for the first time, are being introduced to the idea that your protagonist might not be a good guy. And, like, of course men and women fight. That happens all the time. But in this case, no, he's just a complete asshole. So with that in mind, it's like, oh well.
Yeah. But like,
It's a
I
twist.
think I did some reading because I prepared, damn it. And I what I saw a lot of like things saying was that it was not so much that he was, an asshole, so much as that he was actually, it wasn't even just a bad boyfriend, it was that he was her stalker. So like the relationship was in his head.
There
I'm not
wasn't even a
sure if
relationship.
that's supported in the text, so to speak, but
I mean, if he got close
whatever.
enough to get hit by her hair.
Yeah, I mean. Okay, so like the trick here is basically you can only kill, you have to kill them in order from like furthest to the left to furthest to right.
Yeah.
And that's the only way to get them all.
I see that, and it is not easy.
Yeah, no, it's annoying. It's annoying.
That's your left. That's your left.
Okay, let's see.
This is your left. That's your left. This is your right. That's your right.
Because you can't fall down from the top, but that's like...
This is your right. We're gonna die.
100, 100, 100, 100.
What?
Oh, Aquatine. Don't
I
worry
was
about
about to say, I feel bad for anybody who doesn't know the 1,000 references we make to that.
I don't.
Because some
All
of them
Aquatine.
just sound
All of
unhinged.
the references are Aquatine.
It's all Aquatine. Maybe we'll occasionally
Okay.
mix it up with like something tangentially related to Aquatine, but it's always Aquatine.
Okay, let's see. No, because I can't... No, I gotta lure that guy
Ooh,
over or
nice.
something.
If it makes you feel any better, Goggle Bob, I did in fact have to get a guide for most of this.
Wait, did that guy... Oh, no, okay, so if I keep with
Look,
that
he'll
guy
come back.
there-
Just worry about getting the next dude on your list. Oh, and jumping on the guy. The guy. I don't know. I know how to words. Fuck.
That is a word.
It is indeed a word. It's one of my favorites. The dude on the second lowest platform to the right. Jump on him, even though he'll respawn, doesn't matter, to get to the guy on the middle platform on the left. So kill the top guy.
Yeah, top guy is definitely first, one way or the other.
Yeah.
And so, as from the description at the beginning
Oh
of this,
no,
from
this is painful to watch. Sorry.
you always
So
want to hear
use
this
the,
is painful to watch.
Well,
No,
you
just
fucked that up.
this looks very frustrating.
Just press X to rewind, so you're back on the right middle platform. And yes, I am looking at the backs of my hands to tell which one is the backwards L.
I love that we continually have left and right issues on this stream.
No, just me.
No, your other left.
For
Holy
me,
shit, Bob.
I distinguish left and right because, like, I'm left-handed
Oh,
and
good on you.
everybody else doesn't.
I am left.
Holy shit, Bob. Just rewind. You're pissing me off. Watching you hurts.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
Well, it's,
Click the fucking left trigger 4 times to go faster. God damn it. I'm so mad at you.
Beat's sense of camaraderie lasted approximately 1.5 worlds.
I'm impressed.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Yeah, so
You're not right to be impressed by that. That's some weak shit.
I expect better of you.
Of me?
No.
Okay, good. For a moment there, I was worried. It's like, fanboy, do we have to like we've known each other a long time, fanboy. I think you have a good idea of who I am at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Bob, would you like me to list out how to do this one?
I
Like
mean,
step by
I
step?
wouldn't object to that.
Okay, go into either of those doors to reset the room.
Okay.
I don't know what you're doing. Why are you not going
I
into
went
the
in the
doors?
door. There's a delay.
Am I
There
like
is a
Do I have some gnarly ass stream delay here? Okay, I see you in the room now. Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool. Make your way to the top. Doesn't matter how many you kill to get there because they're all going to respawn by the time you arrive at the top.
Okay.
So just get to the top, basically.
I'm at the top.
That's step one.
We're
Doesn't
waiting for
matter.
the stream to catch up.
Doesn't matter who you bop. Just get to the top. Ooh, that's see.
That
very
was
clever.
good.
That rhymes.
Yeah, yeah. See.
All right.
All right. So kill the first guy on the top. Just march him over to the far left and stomp him into oblivion.
Okay. He's been stomped. What's next?
All right, cool. Now, what you want to do is you want to go down one floor, right? They're going to be like, guys going all over the place there. Doesn't matter. What you want to do is from the from the ladder you go down, you want to jump on the guy, rock him back and forth one floor below you to get to the guy on the far left of the middle level.
Okay.
All right.
But I'm not.
Yep. See, and that way he's your second rightmost guy
Okay.
to kill. Right. So
All right. Got him down.
give him the old boppity bop.
Got him bopped.
Okay, cool.
He bopped.
Now what you're gonna do now is you're going to go down to the second to last level, right?
Uh-huh.
Walk across, hop across that little gap, and kill that guy on the other side. So on the left side.
All right.
So he's gone. Now, now the one on the bottom, which should line up nicely with clearing the gap. Now that one, ooh, maybe you'll have to double jump on that guy to get to the dude there. Yeah, double jump on that guy to get to the double jump on the guy you're messing with right now, and use that to get up there, and then final dude, boom. How bad is my stream delay? So you did it! Yay! Doesn't
I've
matter if they
already left.
respawn, the door opens and the door will stay opened.
Yay.
Huzzah!
You did it.
Oh, this part's fucking irritating. I think this is like one of the worst rooms in the entire game.
Are you gonna say that for every room we encounter?
No, not every room. Some of them are quite clever, but this one was just fucking irritating. Okay, like basically you got to get that little guy all the way across the screen. And yes, much of his time will be not visible because this game is kind of poorly designed. I'm sure you picked up on by now.
Pure
go.
hatred. That bunny,
Now.
though. A bunny is gonna have a very bad day no matter what you do.
Yeah, no, it's just a bad. Gogglebob, what are you doing? Why do you have to make me? Why do you hurt my soul, Gogglebob?
Is that thing at the bottom gonna respawn if the plant kills it?
All it has to do is rewind. All he has to do is go to VM left a little bit to rewind it to the back where it's still alive, and he gets another chance.
Yeah, I can see how this might get frustrating very fast.
Right?
Okay, the floating platform on the left of the ladder. Stand there. That's a safe spot for the dudes to stand on, so you can then jump across to get him the rest of the way. All right. Why do I even fucking try? Why do I even fucking bother?
Braid, everybody.
There you go. Now just go super far. You'll hear the like ding that he picked up the key. And it doesn't matter if he dies on the way back because the key will be out of like the hole you can't get into. See, there it is.
Braid.
Good job, Gogglebob. We're all so proud of you.
Yay.
Braid.
Like I said, this game, irritating.
And remember, this whole level is about visiting your parents. Please do not ask why.
Is this like a commentary on like the millennial disconnection from our parents?
Yes.
Oh fuck this puzzle! This puzzle is the worst one in the game. Just a genuinely miserable experience. Okay, so I'm sure you've already figured out that like your position on the stage determines which piranha plants are up, right?
Yes.
What you got to do is you can you're fast enough. Your character's fast enough to get it between the first two, without it dying. But the third one is too far away, so you have to rewind at like 8x speed to get back up to the top to get it across. It is exactly as annoying as it sounds, and for much of the time, you won't even be able to see it. You will be here forever.
Okay, so it's just straight up L and R.
Yeah. Just hammer L a bunch of times to rewind faster.
Let me know at what point you want me to just start mumbling on about the convention.
Oh, go right ahead, because we're just
Go
talking
right
about
ahead.
Braid.
You will be here for hours.
No, I just mean like if you need filler audio.
I mean, this
It's
might
Braid,
be a
we
good
need
part
sounds.
for it.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Zoomies.
So I'm actually
You got
going
the
to use
zoomie.
the photo
Got
dump
the zoom
as a
zoom.
frame reference. I did end up wearing a mask the entire time because, for anyone who's met me, these people don't know me and don't need to know my opinions. Thank you. Turns out to be a good thing because, like I said, I was advised this afternoon that there was a COVID exposure.
Of course
Apparently,
there
quite
was.
a few people already have it. Yeah. I, on the other hand, have almost no voice because I was screaming through the mask all weekend, trying to talk to people.
I mean, that's just kind of reasonable for a convention, mask or no mask.
Yeah, and I don't talk very loudly normally, so.
That's true, you don't.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
I mean, compared to me.
No, I know. I have had to tell other people in my family to use their indoor voices.
You're the quiet
Well, that's
one.
mean. Don't ever do that. Indoor voices are a pox and a plague.
So my dad, my aunt, and my cousin, between the three of them, were louder than an entire Italian restaurant. That is a new family story that we end up telling every time now. So
this was
it is
proven, apparently.
Yoga
yeah.
Bob, you gotta wait until the second piranha plant.
Yeah, I
has-
have
You
learned
gotta wait
that
until the Goomba is past the
gradually.
second piranha plant and then rewind super fast. Like I said, this is one of the most hated puzzles in the game. You did it! I did it faster than I did.
I mean,
Wow.
there is still some part of my brain that remembers this game. Like, I vaguely have recall on how to do some of these things.
I think that like if you're making something that is explicitly a puzzle game, once you know the solution, you should be able to do it perfectly on the first try because it's a puzzle game. That's the goal. And I feel like making it so that's like a ridiculously difficult thing to do, even though you know it, is just bad game design.
That just makes it art.
Yeah, it's like I believe in difficulty. I'm a huge fan of tons of masocore platformers. But you know, if a game's not fun, it's just not fun. And Braid goes out of its way to make itself less fun.
I mean, Braid definitely does a number of this shit that I'm dealing with right now where you literally can't see the character that
Yeah,
you're
there's
ostensibly
lot.
controlling.
There's a lot of that. Like this entire thing where you have to just get the Goomba like across the key. You're just basically walking blind the entire way and hoping he got it. And yeah, there's an audio cue. Okay, so you didn't get it that time. But maybe you'll get it the next time.
Nope.
Boy. So, like, I know I wrote my little like joke, the discourse I'm going to inflict upon you post, but I actually do have a few points of actual discourse, and since you're stuck on this puzzle for the next 5 million years, I figure now might be as good a time as any to bring it up. Is Braid important? The immediate answer, and the really like the only answer that I think can be called completely true, is yeah, in a weird, dumb way. Historically, it's of great importance. It is like a the game that like was unique. You didn't go far enough. You got to go further.
Yeah, I get that.
It was like, it's literally just Mario Bros, but Mario is bad. Baby's first fucking like subversion. But for being completely honest, Braid did a lot to put like, single creator or very small team indie games on the map.
I mean, I will say this is the game that, like, when I hear about like Axiom Verge or something like that, like this is the game that I feel like walked so it could run type of situation.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. Braid walked so other better games could do a lot more with the ideas Braid had. If Braid did not exist, would we have like other famous indie games? Maybe not. Maybe we'd never have Hotline Miami if Braid didn't like prove that they could be that like, a weird game like this could be a huge success. Maybe we needed Braid.
But in the grand scheme of things...
Well, that is the grand scheme of things. Maybe we needed Braid. Maybe Braid had to happen.
Unfortunately, the text of the art is mostly uninteresting.
Yeah, it's just kind of bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I mentioned this before, but it is a game that I agree. It is an important game, and it is something that is 100% almost defines an era in its way. Like this,
absolutely.
This is a game that not only is good at what it does, but it was something that if you were around at that time, you played it. Like, as you said, it's in your Steam library.
Oh, God.
Maybe you didn't play it, but somehow it wound up part of you.
Fucking pain in the ass. This is, I would say, okay, like, so the puzzle that you actually solved much faster than I did. It's very impressive. Very well done. A+, good job. I feel like this one is so much fucking worse. So you got to do a ton of just absolute bullshit to get past this one. But I think I don't need to. I barely remember how to solve like the first puzzle because it was much easier. The one that like the Goomba carrying your key currently has. All you gotta do is get into the first like door. So carry the key to the first door right there underneath you in the area you just ran past, and then have him then back up a little bit so that like he'll get the key. It'll be store, and just carry the key to the other side.
So Braid has only been in my Steam library since 2020.
How? Yeah, like that was long after the zeitgeist.
It was probably part of some random bundle. It's not that complicated.
Most likely. Trynant showed up in the chat. You're welcome to join in voice, Trynant. You're one of the cool ones.
I know.
We're not going to discuss who the uncool ones are. Go underneath it to respawn the key.
Apparently, it's raining.
Well, didn't you say you got a flood warning or something?
I did. Yeah.
Oy.
Okay,
Small
yeah.
afternoon, honestly.
So Braid, as it turns out, was in the Humble Indie Bundle 2.
Who?
Ah.
The second one.
I like how you said that together. That was impressive.
There were so many Humble Bundles, and most of them were pretty cool.
You got it? So somehow I've actually had a Steam account since May of 2010, but I didn't start making purchases until 2016.
Spooky.
All right.
So I'm not sure what I had before then.
Did you despawn the key? Oh, it's up there now somehow. This puzzle is so fucking janky. Like,
it's up there now.
like
somehow.
even if you know exactly the exact series of steps, you will have to do it 4 or 5 times just because it just does not work very well. The key literally warps up and down because time moves based on your like XY position.
Oh, God,
But
it's the
you can
key
go up
puzzle.
and down super fucking high, and that won't matter at all.
Oh, wait,
Underneath,
okay, I
Goggle Bob,
figured this out.
underneath. That is what will bring the key.
The key memory is coming all back now.
You just-
This was such a fucking.
Are you
stupid
trying to
puzzle.
hurt me, Goggle Bob? Are you trying to hurt me?
You say underneath like that means something.
Underneath the door, obviously. Goggle Bob, see the door. Unlock it like you just did. Given how bad the delay is, maybe 20 seconds ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Door's
So that
unlocked.
puts you on the other side of the door, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Cool. Now go into the door and then go underneath it. There's a ladder and shit. I believe in you.
just down there. Can't do much.
Kill the Goomba.
But how do you get the... So many questions.
And now you wait. Up, here. Oh, wait, no.
I didn't
All
think that was gonna work.
All right, fine.
Sometimes you just have to witness
fucking
it
pause
in order to
and,
understand why it does or
escape.
doesn't work.
Fucking pause and escape. You gotta at this point.
So if the
Exit current world, and it'll take you back to like like
I do know how to quit.
Wait.
I didn't. I was not. That's actually required for several of the puzzles. God, it's just such a fucking irritating game. Also, hi Trynant, been too long. How you been, man?
Been all right. Addicted to video games.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Trying to stay dry. I think I'm in the same region as you are.
right?
Oh, you are.
I'm
That's
in,
right. We had a
couple
Someplace
states
wet.
up from you. Yeah. Yeah.
The wet place.
The
wet
wet
place.
place. You're probably more wet than I am right now.
honestly, we.
If I had $1 for every time I heard that.
I
Wait,
wasn't
when
one to
worked
lead
that
it in
time?
the room.
Wait, what?
Because the platform
Didn't
wasn't
change
there.
anything. Sometimes
The
it just
platform
fucking
wasn't
breaks.
there.
Yeah, this. Not only is this puzzle just like convoluted, it's jank as fuck.
Yeah, no, it's so fucking jank. Yeah, did you see that? The key just warping the fuck around.
Did you see that?
So bad.
I missed it.
Just, all you need to
Game
know
broken.
about Braid is that the game is bad. It is a bad video game.
I've seen
And not
worse,
like,
but it's pretty
and not
bad.
like just because Jonathan Blow is a sexist, racist, transphobic asshole. It's
What?
bad for normal reasons too.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, he
Oh,
is.
Wasn't he also into the whole like virus conspiracy or like
He
vaccine
is.
stuff?
He has gone full crank,
Yeah.
as most Trump supporters have.
Oh,
There's not really anything else to say about it past that.
No.
He's just, just a gigantic, just a giant piece of shit, really.
Full crank.
Oh, I see Cassandralyn has found the moment she obtained Braid. Also in that
Am I not
package,
talking?
Unravel 2, Unravel, Among Us, The
Among
Swapper,
Us.
and Graveyard Keeper. Very, very cool things all around. And
I think I
maybe
played
Fanboy
Braid
will
when
be
it
joining us
came
at some
out.
point.
Great, but that was June of 2020, so like, you know, pandemic. Had to buy some games. Stuff was on sale.
Honestly, valid. Okay, so Gogglebob, you may have noticed
Oh, I'm
that
sorry,
the
that
key
was
is
November.
no longer with you
yes.
because you cannot go to the left while holding the key. Although the key will follow you if you are going like down the original path because it is traveling backwards in time. This is such a fucking annoying puzzle.
Well, that's
The
what I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do here with that.
Way to do it is you see that switch?
I see that switch.
You gotta flick that switch and then make sure the Goomba is dead so a new one will get shot out of the cannon. And then walk to the left
Oh, I see what
once the
you're talking
Goomba
about.
lands on the cannon to keep him on the cannon, and then make sure the Goomba picks up the key. So, like, go backwards until the key is on that platform, the same platform the switch is on, and then kill the Goomba, take the key up, and get the thing without ever going even a micron to the left, or else the whole thing will fucking reset and you got to do it again. It is extraordinarily janky. It is absolutely fucking busted. Deeply unfun to play. Okay, see, now the Goomba has the key, yes? And now, jump on the Goomba, and the key didn't follow you like it's supposed to. Oh, well, guess you gotta do it again. You will be doing this for the next 25 minutes.
I'm just going to iron.
That was just exactly what you said would happen.
Exactly what I said.
Why can't you take it up the second ladder?
You cannot, because that's going to the left.
Oh, right. Time.
What?
Did you see that shit?
Now he stole my key. Son of a bitch.
Like I said, this is your life now. Oh, you gave it to the Goomba. Now you gotta wait for him to slowly do his whole fucking loop.
Better have my key.
What if... I wonder how Soulja Boy is doing.
Well, I don't know how Soulja Boy is doing, but I know how his frequent collaborator Little B is doing, and he's doing all right.
All right, cool.
Frankly, I don't care how Soulja Boy's doing as long as Little B's all right.
Was Lil B also on the Braid stream?
I don't believe so, no.
Oh, okay. You think you'd like this game in the way Soulja Boy did?
I don't think Soulja Boy liked this game. I feel like Soulja Boy drove an iron stake into John Blow's heart, and that's way better.
Yeah, that was the impression that I got, was that not necessarily that enjoyment was being had.
Oh no, he enjoyed it. He got absolute joy out of it, but he got joy out of it in the wrong way. And that's
I don't think see, that's the thing. I don't think there's an objectively wrong way to enjoy something.
Okay.
Like,
I agree, and we all on this call agree. John Blow does not agree.
yeah, I know. John Blow's a fucking idiot, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what is, and I wanted to say, like, I wonder what he's been up to, but I didn't want to hurt myself and be like, oh no.
I think if you walk back, you can pick it up and then just go up the ladder. I think. You're going to have to be careful. Okay, you got it.
Oh, wow.
I remember that I hated something so much that I actually hyperfixated on it for a couple of months and like redesigned characters.
That's totally fair. Absolutely fair.
What was it?
I'm guessing it's Big Mouth.
No, I actually didn't really care for Big Mouth in that way, but I did watch Big Mouth, up to the 3rd season because that's how many were out at the time. But that's not related. It's like a webtoon.
Webtoon. The only webtoon, like, I guess was this when webtoons were primarily a Korean thing, or?
I know the artist for this one
You're
is
so close,
indie.
Goggle Bob. You're so close.
Well, okay. If it's not the only webtoon I keep up with is Scuba Shag.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. You need to I'll give you the first page and you can just read it and you're probably gonna see it and go like, oh, it's that thing. Well, let me give you first episode. And this is gonna take over power up in your obsession, and you're gonna wonder what the hell Shadow's Ballyhoo is. You just start here, and then keep going.
Oh, I've read this.
See?
I just didn't like. I guess I didn't understand what you said in like. I don't know. There's something wrong with my brain.
You're so close,
like-
Gogglebub. You're so close. You're so
Whenever
fucking
some-
close.
Whenever someone says a
Never
word,
mind.
Why is he dead forever now?
I have central auditory processing disorder too.
Yeah.
All right.
Just rewind. You have a button to rewind, Gogglebub. I don't know why you're not rewinding.
I have to translate from Simlish to English in real time, and if you speak Simlish at me, I will get so fucking upset.
I don't know. I haven't played The Sims.
I haven't either. That's why I can't tell. And I have to be like, wait, are you fucking with me?
So while we're talking about webcomics, then I have a relevant thing to interject here. Questionable content, anyone?
Oh, God.
No.
She's talking about a webcomic, and no, I haven't read it.
Is
I
it
have,
still going?
and still no.
I
No.
don't know. I
What?
don't
No.
know what it is. But I did read Scoob and Shag up to a certain point. I don't remember what it was. It was like, I know that it's one of those joke comics that build up into like something like way,
Tails gets trolled by professionals.
yeah.
Okay,
I-
what am I doing
remember-
here that is supposed to be done?
I remember following along with it, like as the releases were coming out, but I do remember losing interest, and I don't remember why.
It took a while for new things to come out because the artist had a breakup with a girlfriend because she was cheating on him because he was obsessed with his work, and he's also busy playing Final Fantasy XIV, I think. Which, depending on who you ask, is either a lifestyle choice or an addiction. I don't know.
MMO, so take your pick.
Yeah.
And also
Is this Jumpman right here?
I
this,
didn't even
level?
mention the name of the webcomic that I hated so much that I hyperfixated on it and redesigned the characters. It's Boyfriends by Refrainbow.
Okay.
Yeah, that-
I hate that so much. I'm like,
Okay,
I
I
could-
must know what is wrong with it.
well, it's where do I be?
I remember.
It's like
I haven't read this.
essay in my mind.
I haven't
Well,
read this.
first off, the writing sucks, and like, I guess that's not a crime, but you know.
Can
Like
I say something, Chrome?
Yes, sorry.
I have never read this, but I saw someone like make a parody of this cover with like their friends OCs. Like, let me find what they said. They said it's a drawing of mine and some friend sodas based on the cover of a Webtoons comic drawn by my crazy yaoi loving friend. This is in a completely different server, but a small world, I guess.
Hold on. Let me see. I drew these before my phone.
We're still
broke.
here. I gave you like 5 minutes, Gogglebob.
Hey,
I don't know what
I've
to
got the
fucking tell you.
key
This is
now.
just
I'm almost
the,
done.
This is
Okay.
a different key level, so it's it's different.
Whoa, is that rum?
What I'm drinking?
use-
No, whiskey.
No.
I sent them a thing.
Him.
Yay, Gogglebob!
I did the thing. Which one of these levels is the goddamn puzzle thing, or do I do that on the outside?
Do it on the outside. It's easier. And apparently, in my most, let's call it 80% playthrough today, I permanently locked myself out of getting the star by solving the puzzle too early.
Yeah, no, that is definitely a thing you can do, and
Yeah.
I don't plan on caring about that.
As is good and proper.
My main complaint with Boyfriends is the writing. Like, it's very like the writing is just awful.
Yes.
Like, and
Much
another
like the game
thing
itself.
is, yeah.
It's the theme of the night.
like I'm sorry, I'm just like pacing around because this was a whole thing for me a couple of years ago.
Right?
No, the webtoon they're talking about.
No, I don't care about the game. Like, I don't...
Good call. Good call. Stay the course.
I don't care about the game.
It was like a whole thing for me, like, that I didn't like it. It's like the writing,
Bob, have you ever done a jigsaw puzzle in your life?
No.
That is usually an airplane hanging from a ceiling, and you need to put it in the top right corner.
Like, the art style is fine, but it's very lacking in diversity. Like there are literally only 2 different skin tones in this comic, and that makes me more mad than it should.
I think that makes you the exact right amount of mad.
Yeah, no,
also,
that's a reasonable thing to be annoyed by.
What comic are you talking about exactly?
It's talking about a comic called Boyfriends. It's a yaoi comic.
Oh, well, I'm not going to read that because I'm not interested in that.
It's not worth the time. It's not worth your time. I was
You
just
could
weird
say that
about it
about
because I
me.
saw someone say, because I'm like, wait, because I looked it up after Chrome's brought it up. I'm like, wait, I feel like I've seen this somewhere. And then it's like, oh shit, it was literally yesterday.
It's like it's about a polycule of 4 guys.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough.
And the writing sucks.
That's enough.
That was the main thing.
Who actually wants to hear more about it?
Let Chrome speak. They seem excited about it.
I'm not excited. More like a
I
hater.
said
but
Chrome
as a hater,
sounds excited.
as a hater of some repute, I appreciate hating.
Like, we're all talking about how much Braid sucks. We can talk about how other things suck.
Yeah, we are. Hating is a rich tip. Is a rich
How
tapestry.
much talk about sucks at jigsaw puzzles? Holy crap, my man!
Yeah,
This is painful.
we can hate that too. We have lots of things we can hate.
I'm gonna post. I'm gonna post in the art channel my most recent redesigns of these characters.
Are you blocked by the original artist? Do they even care?
No, I'm blocked by Vivzipop, but I'm not blocked by this guy.
Oh, I want to show you something I retweeted.
I love that you're
recently.
blocked by Vivzipop.
If you're blocked by Vivzipop,
That's actually impressive.
I have something to show you. If you are blocked by Vivzipop, that's really funny. Let me just switch back to my main real quick.
Okay.
These are good designs, Chromes.
Yeah,
you know
let me post what they actually look like in the webtoon. Because they all look very, very similar to one another.
Okay,
Gogglebop,
you're so close. You're so
the light
close.
blue goes with the light blue.
I
For the love of all that is holy.
I am so glad that Cassandralyn has finally started bullying Gogglebob. Took her long enough, but she got there. We're so proud of you, Cassandralyn.
Thing.
We're so happy for you. You can finally. Now you are truly one of us.
Okay, this tweet. Okay, let me see.
I was looking for photos from an event I went to like 5 years ago, and I found this.
Am I the one that's delayed tonight?
No. Bob just sucks at this. Like on levels. Fucking finally, it took you long enough. God
Took me a minute, all right?
It's like I posted the actual designs they have canonically
Let's
in
take a
the.
look here.
Yeah.
For
Wow,
my
yeah.
sake, I hope the rest
Yeah,
of
yours
the
are
puzzles
so much
have
better.
fewer pieces than that.
I'm
Alright.
gonna post. There's an edit I made of my designs where I like gave them all like brown or black hair because that's usually just what I prefer to give my characters.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more realistic. What else I'm gonna say is what I was gonna say is he said like everyone there looked like too white, like only 2 skin tones, and I'm thinking like
Well, no,
the opposite.
they're all canonically supposed to be Asian.
Okay. I was just thinking about like redesigns, and for some reason my mind flashed to those like Hamilton redesigns from Tumblr. You know the ones.
Thomas Jefferson Miku binder.
Okay, yeah, that one.
Miku
You
Binder
understand some
Jefferson
of these
is
words?
a work of art.
Thomas
Um,
Jefferson's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Right,
Did you
right.
know that the person who made the Thomas Jefferson Miku binder artwork made one with like one of the Game Grumps guys?
That
Yeah.
is hysterical.
Yeah, no, their Thomas Jefferson is just like Danny from Game Grumps with a tan or something.
Okay, that was some big lightning and thunder right in front of my house. Cool.
Oh
cool.
yeah, Crumbs.
If
did
I
you see what
drop, you'll know why.
Okay,
Yeah,
Crumbs, did you see what I posted in general?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, what did you get blocked in real time?
No. It shows like I'm thankful for finally having the backbone, and then just deletes the tweet.
Oh.
Talking about Webtoon.
Yeah,
I
didn't
tried
you-
reading a bunch of Webtoons, I want to say in 2023. Just
But
like,
were you literate?
yes, last I checked.
Your favorite book is The Man Who Was Wednesday, or was it Thursday? I don't remember.
I didn't
Thursday,
even
yes, The
finish.
Man Who Was Thursday.
I didn't even finish talk about boy.
I read a bunch in 2023 just to see like if there was anything on the website that I would enjoy at all. And I read like 1 million pages of Lore Olympus, and my hot take was fuck this, I hate it.
Yes,
I read
I hate
a
Lore
million
Olympus.
pages.
I was gonna say, I'm
of,
amazed you did read that much.
I read like 1 million is exaggerating, but also those things scroll pretty quickly. I can read pretty fast, which makes
it's just
a lot of
bunch
this bullshit a lot
pictures.
easier.
And like
I read like 1 million pages of the fucking the like romantic comedy of a dude who like super is into an alien. And that also just pissed me off no ends because I don't know. I feel like there's a reason that most romantic comedies last exactly 90 minutes. You know, you don't need more than that. That's enough. And then I read The Boxer. And The Boxer is literally my 3rd favorite comic of all time.
I can guess why.
Right behind Trigun and Sunken Rock. The Boxer is fucking amazing. I love that shit.
There's only 7. Oh, it says completed. Okay, cool.
I am absolutely into that shit.
Have you read Scuba and Shag yet?
No.
Do you
Oh
want
wait,
to?
Scuba and Shag. Yes, I have.
Okay.
It's all right. It's no
Yeah,
The Boxer, but it's all right.
I like when it updates. Maybe I'll check this out. It's only like Boxer's only like 7 episodes, right?
No, it's 130.
Because I was looking on the Webtoon site, and it only has like, oh, the Boxer Manhwa. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
It's
they moved off.
130.
I guess they moved off of Webtoon then, I guess.
But yeah, no, it's 130 chapters of how life is brutal and unfair and cruel, but also God loves you. That's literally the plot of it.
Yeah.
It is literally a story about how God loves you.
The way you said The Boxer, I thought it was like Square Soft presents like The Bouncer.
No.
Come on.
That's something else entirely.
Okay, so this one, Goggle Bob, do you want me to
Oh, go right
basically just
ahead.
give you the answer? All right, so you see that key down there?
Yes,
That key you got to get?
Uh-huh.
All right, so what you got to do is you got to take that key and just jump as far as you can into the spike pit,
Okay.
and then rewind till you're on the other side, and like where you started,
Uh-huh.
and then wait for your shadow like clone to jump as far as you can to the spike pit, and just like stand as far on the edge of the left side as you can, and he'll basically hand it to you. That's the way it works.
You hand it to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even finish talking about boyfriend. Like we switched topics like a couple of times, but yeah. I guess I can.
As far as you can. There you go. You did it. Good job.
I can't go into like design, like the comic has a very limited palette, and I mean like that's fair because
that's not a bad thing. You can do a lot with 4 colors sometimes.
Yeah, but like that's not my issue. But the issue is that they're just not great at designing like diverse characters. Like I don't think I've ever seen a character in the comic with textured hair, like anything like, I don't know, with non-straight hair. I don't even remember when I've seen a character with like just wavy hair, like maybe like 1 or 2 times with like a background character, like let alone like textured curly hair. And like it's very, very rare to see like, because like I said only 2 different skin tones in the comic. I think I saw like maybe a couple of times, like maybe once a character with like darker skin, and that's like kind of frustrating.
I mean, it makes sense to be frustrated by that. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's reasonable.
And they can't, and like all of the characters look really similar, even with the different body types. It's like you can see like they only really know how to design like 3 different body types.
Yeah, if you have a problem with a lack of body type variety, I can understand why you got blocked by the Z-Pop.
No. Oh wait, yes. Like I'm not talking about Z-Pop.
No, I know, but I'm just kidding that is, let's say, related.
It's because I interacted with like a lot of posts criticizing like the Alistor voodoo thing.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
All right, you want the solution to this one too?
Go on.
But yeah,
you gotta jump underneath the Goomba when it's falling off the platform there to bump it up higher, then rewind so you're on the platform above it and bounce off it when it goes up higher, when your shadow self bumps it. And yes, headbutting it like from the bottom will kill you. It's an intended mechanic. This game sucks.
I don't enjoy
it.
Meaning.
This is like headbutting your girlfriend back in time.
I don't like that. I don't like that phrase.
No, it's about how you hurt yourself sometimes to gain force. Okay, it's so bad.
Hey,
it's
fun
been
fact,
a while.
as somebody who's been in like honestly his first healthy relationship for 10 years now,
how much headbutting
the
is in
idea
your
of like
relationship?
headbutting ever even entering the equation is fucked, and I hate it.
Some people be into that.
Headbutting.
But this is a very clearly not into that situation.
Yeah.
There should not be any headbutting in this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really struggled to remember what I hated about the writing because it's been a while since I actually read it, and it made me nauseous reading it at some point because of all of the pastel colors used. I remember I saw a character that was brown and had like pink hair that wasn't like pastel, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much better to look at than these thousands of pages of pastel hair.
All right, Gogglebob, congratulations. You have made it to the point where I just gave up. because
That's
this
fair.
puzzle just sucks so goddamn bad that it's
Go-
not even worth trying
I'll-
to trying to work with.
Sometimes
Like,
I
I'm
genuinely
going-
wonder, like, why play these things?
Or
Well,
torture.
In this case, it's because Gogglebob, I talked too much about the abject, hilarious failure of Anniversary Edition, and Gogglebob was like, "I enjoyed that back in like 2010. Let's take a look." And I have nothing but regret in my soul for doing that.
We have completed
Like,
like 80% of the game at this point.
Yeah, and I did not enjoy it. Like I said, it is a game that is clever, but it's not a game that's fun.
There's a difference between clever and good.
I think another thing that made me mad about Boyfriends was the fashion design. Like,
I'm not qualified to speak on men's fashion, so I will let you take that one.
it's like this person has not even really looked at like it's like I'm getting so mad. I'm like because all of these characters have their respective quote unquote tropes.
Oh my god, talk about
So
did that seriously just happened?
Like they're meant to be like they're meant to loosely fit into different archetypes of like I guess like the prep nerd goth whatever thing like that. Like they have canonical names, but they're never said anywhere in the comics. But they are like named after their archetypes, even though those seem to be very loose fitting. I hate I hate talking about it because I don't want to call them by those names, but I don't remember their canonical one.
I'm just looking at their pictures, and I'm going to name them right now with no context or knowledge. And I certainly hope this does not come across as homophobic, because that is not my goal.
Oh no.
So like you
Welcome
posted
back,
the picture. You posted like the picture from the actual thing, right?
Yes, it's in the,
The
middle
first
of
guy looks
design.
like the first guy looks like a Blake. Yes, he's a Blake. The guy, so like that's top left. Top right is definitely a Chad. Bottom, we're going clockwise here. Bottom right, that's a Sydney. And bottom left, that's a Glenn. There we go. I got it. Nailed it. First try.
Okay. I will call them that for the remainder of this call, and I'm going to type this down for a reference point.
Wow.
Important.
It's
I
like
did
it's
the
not
best
that
I
much
could.
different than their canonical
Glenn
design.
was
Than their
Twins,
canonical
okay.
name. Because one of them is named Kevin and the other is named Felix.
Isn't this Korean?
It's like the artist is Indonesian, but I really don't know where this is based from.
Okay. All right. Well, now I feel racist for not recognizing it as Indonesian instead of Korean. In my defense, Korean was a pretty good guess because webtoon, but all right.
Wow.
Not
That's
homophobic.
90% of their output, man. I'm not gonna like feel bad about that.
Okay. Now I'm like just trying to knock my head for more information.
You don't have to. You're good.
Because well, I like these names better than the ones they have in canon. So Sydney is supposed to be goth, like, but based on his fashions, like I know like goth people don't have to listen. Like they don't have to like dress goth. They can just like listen to the music. It's a music based subculture. And to that I say yes, you're right, but also shut up. So if you're supposed to have a character that's whole like archetype is being goth, I would half expect you to do the research to make them dress goth.
Do the research.
That's
Learn about
absolutely
goth.
fair. Also, I am wondering what exact goth bands he listens to, and like full disclosure,
He's never stated like what types of.
they never even name dropped any.
No.
That's so fucking weird.
So even if you do try to make the argument is like, oh, well, it's a music-based subculture, he never talks about listening to anything. The only musicians that get name dropped are like is like K-pop.
I mean, I'm sure there are like Korean goth bands. Like that's not like it's not out of the question or anything.
I'm
but
gonna
like,
be fair, there are absolutely some people who are goth fashion without being goth music.
sure,
Yeah. I'm not saying that he was the one that listens to K-pop. It's like a different character that listens to K-pop. Like there's a whole like couple of episodes about Chad and Glenn like doing K-pop dances and going to a K-pop concert.
I mean, okay, sure, that's kind of adorable, but like, I could see why it would become very annoying very quickly. I feel like there is something like inherently fascinating about seeing, like the version of like recognizable American or European subgenres of music as created on the other side of the world. Like, I listened to a ton of High Standard a few months back because NoFX covered one of their songs. The fact that I did not know about High Standard until NoFX covered one of their songs speaks very ill of me, obviously. They rule, by the way. They absolutely just fucking rule. But like, yeah. So like, I'm interested to know what like what the Korean like equivalent of like, I don't know, Rob Zombie or Wednesday 13 is. That sounds like it would be loads of fun to see.
It's more Chinese. I'm like
the Indonesian, sure.
Yeah, like because I know like some basic knowledge. I have basic knowledge on Chinese superstitions, and they made like an episode about that where they all like move together, and they're all like fighting about which room to get. And like Blake talked about like, oh, like I'm not going into the fourth room because 4 is bad luck, and like he gives like other different types of reasons, and then like Sydney gets so mad he strangles him, and that one was really good. Like,
yeah, this sounds actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it is pretty funny, and that is like, it's like genuinely one of the only ones that I enjoyed out of 200 plus episodes.
Holy shit, that is a lot. That is a lot to read. I'm not sure that was worth the effort. Goggle Bob, how goes braiding?
I'm braiding pretty good.
Seems like you're actually getting pretty far into the game, which makes me angry.
I mean, again, there's some part of my brain that remembers all of this.
Right. So, like, I don't want to be the asshole who just is, like, totally dismissive.
That doesn't sound right.
Braid in general.
Yeah.
I try to approach art genuinely. This is another point on my bullet point list. Separation of art from artist, right? Just because art was created by somebody who absolutely sucks does not mean it's not worth looking at, right? I mean, like, Fanboy, you still around?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rolocracy's videos on fucking Planet Alcatraz. Those are fascinating shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I'm gonna do. So, like, the simple fact that it exists means that it's worth looking at, means that it's worth analyzing. That does not mean it's worth paying money for. Those are very different things.
Contributing to.
Yeah. Like, I can say with 100% like certainty that I absolutely love art made by people I would not sit down next to on the bus. My favorite fucking movie of all time, this is well documented, is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, which is not a movie with a lead actor that I would call a decent human being.
I can see that.
Clint Eastwood, just anything he said in the last 20 years, all miserable, just absolutely miserable. But The Good, Bad, and the Ugly also stars Eli Wallach, that I have never heard anybody say anything bad about. Lee Van Cleef, also an incredible actor, right? It's not a single man project, right? And Sergio Leone, director, just an incredible director by any standard anybody could care to have.
That's the fourth corner piece, and you just go.
Just he has to figure it out himself. Just let him.
I understand that.
No. You're right to be pissed, but I'm just saying that's the reality of the situation we're looking at here.
And I also get the impression that he's doing it on purpose.
He is. We just have to, live with it.
Shame, I know where you live. Well, that's a depressing scene.
They're all depressing. That's the thing about this game. This is a game about crippling depression.
The first one was kind of neutral, though.
To steer the conversation back to boyfriend.
Subtle.
I approve.
Can I finish my thought on art before we do that? Just for a moment.
Happened?
Okay,
Yeah,
so the thing I was the straw I was grasping at there. Braid is absolutely a work of art because, as stated, it is a singular creation designed to elicit emotions in somebody. Sure. Doesn't mean it's good, but it is worth studying, I think. That said, if we are talking about a lot of people say, "Oh, well, you have to separate art from the artist." I have never bought that. That always sounded like some bullshit excuse because, well, I just want to see this thing, so fuck you for telling me that I shouldn't. No. We absolutely should not separate the art from the artist. And not necessarily because not necessarily because, oh, well, to critique it, we need to research it and understand it, all that shit, whatever. No. Separating the art from the artist 9 times out of 10 comes down to, well, the guy's a piece of shit, but I still want him to have my money. John Blow does not deserve your money. Goggle Bob, you should not have bought Braid Anniversary Edition. He already has enough of our shit. Why did you do this?
I will state, we talk about separating art from artist for the distinct purpose of making sure that John Blow doesn't get any more money. And there are definitely people out there, authors that come immediately to mind that I want to make sure they never get another dime of my money.
Yeah,
but by the same token,
that are full of mold.
The mold thing. God, just
Roman
how much that
Polanski's.
could explain is fascinating to me. The fact that basically her entire opinion is brain damage is that explains a lot. But
we're talking about JKR's incredible black mold adventure.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Incredible black mold adventure.
I love black mold.
Do I get a TLDR?
The example that I always think of.
Well, wait.
is,
Just to explain for Cass, if you're not extremely online, J.K. Rowling has been posting pictures of herself in her castle, and there's
is literally
black
the only
in her
word for it.
profile picture and in a Zoom interview. Like,
and there's just black mold all over the back of her house. And people actually went and found older pictures where there is less mold, but you can see it growing over the years. And black mold, like, literally gives you brain damage. So it is entirely possible her opinions have been based on the fact that she is just literally going insane. Like, that is a thing.
That's beautiful. But like,
and like people pointed out the black mold in her profile picture, and she changed it.
she got
Yeah.
super mad.
She is defensive of the mold.
She's trying to protect the mold. No,
Well,
so like,
it is part of her from the sound of it, so that makes more sense.
I mean, somebody
Mold,
pointed out the fact that
Mold.
it is basically an Edgar Allan Poe story that, like, a famous rich person gradually goes insane thanks to mold. Like,
The telltale mold.
exactly.
beautiful.
But yes, that is basically the thing that's happening there.
Yeah. So like,
Thank you.
should we separate from the art from the artist? I don't necessarily think so.
Well,
I feel
here's
like
my
it-
statement is just that
Okay, listening.
as
I'm
I was
listening.
trying to explain with our brief tangent on wizard authors, but basically my stance is almost the Twitter or wherever it came from, but I have definitely seen it in regards to Twitter recently. I'm not the one that sucks. Why should I have to change? Like, Braid, for what it is, as much as I would say, for instance, I was just thinking about this recently, Contra
fascinating game.
is a big part of my childhood. Like,
Sure.
Contra was a game that I played with my next door neighbor. We could get up to level 3 almost, like, exactly, and then we would murder each other on level 3 because you have the opportunity to murder each other. And, like, this is
That's
how I
for
think
sure.
of my childhood. I remember, like, playing this game with my neighbor, and, like, that was a big thing. And as much as Contra is a part of my childhood, for better or worse, Braid is a part of my life from, like, 2008 to be determined. Like, I bought it when it was vaguely new on the Xbox 360, and it is,
As we all did.
it is 100% part of, like, this is a game that I enjoyed in its time. I acknowledge I'm never going to be a 5-year-old playing Contra again, and I'm also never going to be a just recently graduated from college, like, kind of bored, but I have my own place, and I'm trying to figure out my own place in my own place kind of feeling. Like, that was exactly what Braid was to me. And, like, I'm not going to say, like, that the art got me, but there's a certain level of this game that I did kind of believe, like, oh, this is the future of gaming. And I don't mean that in, like, you know, this is Mario's going to be replaced by Braid, but there's just a certain level of, like, this is the future, and it kind of was with the, you know, indie developers or whatever. Not necessarily the future in the way that I just imagined, but point being is that this is a game that, like, you know, you strip me down for parts and check out what's in there. Braid is a part of me for better or worse.
Sure.
And, like, the idea of, like, I can technically fire up my Xbox 360 and play it again. But odds are low on that. And just the idea of having this immediately available on a Switch that I could play on an airplane or something like that, like, that is worth $15 to me. I did buy it on sale. I don't know what this costs on sale, but I didn't buy it when it first came out. But, like, that's my basic thing. It's like, unfortunately, I have to give money to somebody who sucks, but by the same token, it is something that I want to continue to be part of my life because I acknowledge it as part of my life.
Okay, it's something that's important to you.
Yes.
Have you enjoyed this playthrough?
God help me. I mean, aside, like, technically, yes. Like, I'm
Wow,
not
you have
saying this
terrible
game is
fucking
perfect.
tastes, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
I'm not saying this game is perfect, but it is something. Like, this is. I mean, there are games we play on the stream that like we don't finish within the stream time, and I just basically say, "Yep, that's the end of that," and I don't look at it ever.
I mean, you're pretty
again.
close to finishing this one. I wouldn't be surprised. If
Yeah,
you
I'm
finish
close
it.
to finishing
Nice.
it this, but if we don't, I will go back and finish it. Like,
Yeah.
I know that.
I'm willing to do another week of this. Like
I don't think we have another week.
I've gotten
in
all
it.
my like I'm a brute force haterism out of the way.
Yeah, no,
Fine.
I don't think. I think if I don't finish it tonight, there's like me because like some of the earlier levels, I just wanted to get forward and see the later gimmicks, so I can safely say that like I didn't get all the puzzles on the earlier levels.
I mean, like you kind of need to get the puzzles on the early levels. I think it's the only way to unlock.
Yeah, no, you do need to. That's what I'm saying. Is that is what
But
is
like
left
those
to
are
be
pretty
completed.
easy puzzles. I mean, like most of them I already did. I can just tell you.
I like how
answer.
we're
It's
arguing
fine.
about whether or not I'm going to beat this game. It's like, well, let's just keep playing.
Let's just
but anyway,
I mean, it's only 10:17. Like it's
yeah,
not
no,
even 11. We can
there
keep
are
going.
decent odds I will beat this. But
I got 'em,
regardless,
we got time. But
The-
like, all
but,
right. So
yeah,
as tonight's designated hater, as the guy here to spit bile into the universe
Wait, just
with no
tonight's?
remorselessly, as is my way. I feel that Braid has importance. I feel that it has value. Even as I personally really fucking hate it, just absolutely despise it.
I mean,
I
this
feel
is-
like
go on.
it's I feel like it's still a valuable game. I feel like it's still a game worth studying and exploring and talking about. It's a game that has a lot going on in it, right? Like even as I, the designated hater, look at it, I'm like, yeah, no, this is an important game. This is a game that did shit that other games hadn't done until the moments at which Braid existed. And as such, it's worth like looking at and examining and considering a piece of legitimate art because it is all of those things. It is important, for lack of a better term.
And that's the thing. Important for, unfortunately, giving somebody who sucks $15. Like, I feel like important.
I would say
is
that
important.
the fact that John Blow sucks makes him more interesting because
Well, it makes it more interesting, but just from a moral
in
standpoint.
a bad way. Obviously.
No, I do not want to. If I had a choice of somehow not giving him any money for this game that he made, that he's very proud of, like,
Yeah.
I would not give him any money. But
I mean, he made an
unfortunately-
anniversary edition. That should tell you all you need to know about like how highly he thinks of this shit.
Anniversary edition.
Anniversary edition. I love the fact that like he announced it in 2001 and it didn't come out until 2024. Not 2001, 2021. Sorry. But like,
Gogglebob, can you set the bubble on the ladder where the
I mean, that seems like the proper thing to do to slow
or
down the
that
bullets.
that works too?
Yeah, I'm trying to find
I
an
see.
appropriate spot.
Wow, that did not work at all.
No.
Not even a little bit.
No, the ladder does not work,
Closer to the-
apparently.
Maybe if you
Closer to
set
the
it on
cannon.
the cannon, it would shoot slower.
I mean, if I can get to the cannon, I don't see any. Oh, maybe.
Can't you
Nope.
just jump and set it?
Can you just
Is it
jump
possible
there?
to set in midair?
Yeah, no, you cannot set it in midair. It has to be
Well, that's
placed
a
on the
bummer.
ground.
But no, like I was saying, I think Braid is a game worthy of study. I think it's a very important piece of gaming history because it was one of the first really huge, really successful indies. I don't think it's fun though.
Yeah,
And
no,
I say this having played it like for 6 hours today.
Yeah, no, it being very subjective, but well, wait, you played 6 hours to get not as far as I am now?
Wait, no, 3 hours. 3
Okay.
hours. Sorry. And like, I guess I played it for a half hour in like 2010 because Seraphine gifted it to me to make me give her Etrian Odyssey, a game that sucks. Speaking of games that suck,
Etrian Odyssey has a good music video, is all I'll say. The FOE one.
I once spent the better part of a day just absolutely roasting the fuck out of Etrian Odyssey on Talking Time because people got mad at me because I called it a game for perverts.
Oh yeah.
I
the
mean,
artwork is,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, feel
like,
free to.
like one person was saying, one person like said, "Beat, I don't think you should have said that because you are slandering everybody who enjoys it." And I'm like, all right, that's fair. Counterpoint. If a game is made with perverts as its primary audience, it is definitely a game for perverts.
Or my name isn't John Q. Anime.
I don't like you can tell me, oh, well, you don't have to play as the 11-year-old in bondage. That's true. You don't have to.
Yeah.
But why is there an 11-year-old in bondage?
Just noting that since you're in charge of the Discord, just noting that if you do post a picture from any of the Etrian Odyssey games in Sex 2, you will go to jail.
Yeah,
like,
I will
just
have
for the
you
implication.
I will have you banned for
Wow.
that.
Like, there's no question.
Are we done with the art and artist discussion so I can talk about fashion?
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Go right ahead.
Fashion
Okay,
is
so-
also a form of art. So go
Okay. Okay, so like
Oh, wait.
steering back to boyfriend. It's like I think my main issue with the fashion is that it didn't look practical. It just like it didn't really say a lot about the characters who wore it. And like other than oh this is so cute, it just looked like 2020s like TikTok marketplace fashions from Shein or something. And it's like not all of them would get their fashion that way. I mean like it just felt like oh it's just to dress them up and it looks nice and it doesn't really say like who they are as people, as characters. And that's like an issue because that like you can like really say a lot about a character from like the things that they wear. I'm really going to try to find the
No, I get it. How somebody dresses is, even if their entire like supposed attitude is, well, I just don't give a fuck. Even then, the way they dress is absolutely an indicator of who they are, because the way they dress indicates that they don't give a fuck.
Okay.
As somebody who has spent his entire life consciously thinking very hard about how to dress so as to not look like he cares about how he looks. Yeah, no, I'll say it. Like, I wear cargo shirts. I wear cargo shorts.
cargo
I've
shirts.
been wearing cargo shorts since 2021. Right? And I will never stop doing that. But that is a conscious choice I'm making to indicate who I am as a person.
Okay.
It is not it is not a fashion choice. It is a fashion choice I am making consciously every single day of my life.
Full disclosure, I don't understand the hate for cargo anything because women's fashion doesn't have pockets.
It was a 2001 was a hell of a time. That's all I can say.
I'm going to try to find like I'm trying to find all of
I'll be right back.
the fashion stuff I've designed. Like well fashion for characters. Like I'm not like very big into like the whole like professional runway type stuff because I don't know, I'm not well versed in that. I don't really care about that.
Gogglebob,
But-
can you place the bubble thingy on that circle? Does
But,
that seem
What circle you're talking about?
above the cannon that you're trying to slow down? Sorry, Crumps. I just figured this was timely.
Like this
Yeah,
circle
yeah.
where the hat is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to do any better. Because, I mean, technically, I'm trying to get as close to the fuse as possible.
What you
Think-
could be doing,
Go on.
I think, have you does jumping into the circle make you jump farther?
Not really.
Just slower.
Because I could have sworn that there was something involving like you put it up on the ceiling, like said before, but you jump into it in a way that lets you reach the cannon a little bit better.
Well, the unfortunate thing is I need the ring when I get to the cannon, because I want to have it on the cannon. But I can't see any way to reach the cannon.
Can you place the circle mid jump?
No,
The
you
ring,
cannot.
sorry, it's representative. I should mention it's a ring.
I'm back
Yes,
now.
the ring.
Somehow.
That seems to slow down time. But yes, no, the ring cannot be placed in the air.
And also represents quantum effects or something.
It's the atom bomb. Everything is the atom bomb.
Hey,
You
the
have to
ring
wait 2 hours
is.
on a damn cloud. Ooh.
You know the thing about a ring, Goggle Bob?
We're all so
It
mad
has
at the
no
cloud.
beginning.
I didn't even get
And
to
no
finish
end.
my back and discuss it.
I could have sworn that there was something where like you put it up above to jump farther onto the cannon or something silly.
Okay.
What am I looking at? I gotta click this. I gotta click this thing. Chromes, you just gave me the thing to click.
Oh, what happened?
Those are good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are fashions. Those are all recognizably fashions.
Yeah, like the first two. This is going to be on stream, so I can't show that. Like, unless like you go and edit it in, and I'm not gonna like haggle you to do that.
I'll
I have
edit it
had
in.
Goggle Bob to do that.
I edited in the super burrito. I can edit in art.
I
Tell
once
us
typed
that
in
burrito.
the like entire text of a Rancid song, and Goggle Bob like in the like stream VOD, literally zoomed in on the chat slowly just so he could prove that he did it. So
But,
you absolutely have the right to demand that Goggle Bob show your art.
okay. Okay, so the first two are Shayna and Alex from Power Up Comics. In the canon of Power Up, they literally have the same they have the same body. Like it's just like one like copy pasted right onto the other.
Mm-hmm.
And with my redesigns, I decided to just go with like what would feel like their respective interests. Like one of the things in the canon of Power Up is that Shayna likes camping, so I changed her outfit to be a little more practical for that. Like she has like the socks that go up like over her ankles and like other stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Sensible outdoor wear. I get it. You're on something there.
And with Alex, I'm trying to remember because I did describe my thought processes back when I actually made them, but that was like last year. And like with Alex, I just knew I had to like give her like a denim skirt. I don't know what my thought process was, but I did have a really like
Denim skirts are cool.
yeah.
More to the point, I feel like a denim skirt is
Yeah, I'll come back. to this one.
practical while still a certain level of hot. And I feel like she's the sort of person who cares about both of those things.
Yeah. I think it's a skirt actually. Like you like the skirt just like the shorts underneath.
Speaking of
Even better.
practical,
Even better. Like
It's,
that's
like, utterly
that,
practical.
That fits the character. Having read all of Power Up, that fits the character to the T.
Yeah. And the second two are original characters. I'll talk about like last picture first instead of like the third. But yeah, this character I designed around the concept of like hiking. Like he's like an animatronic that just does that. He hikes. He scales walls. He has like a grappling hook with rope. He has like those hiking stick things. Like I designed his entire outfit around like hiking. Like that's weirdly a theme with these characters. Even like this is the second character that's very outdoorsy. But
Yeah, I see it. It's cool.
I don't go outdoors, so I don't know why.
I don't go outdoors.
I mean, same.
And then like the third one is like my OC Carlos. It's like it's an alternative outfit for him because he's like alt. He's in into like alternative music and fashions, but he's still like very new to it. So I feel like that like just reflects that.
I think the word you're looking for is 2000s mall goth, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Emo.
It's like like one of his special interests is canonically the like stuff from the 2000s.
It's retro.
Having been there, I get it.
I miss a lot about it.
Man. It was a time.
The zeros.
All I can think of is some Teen News 99 describing teenagers, which would have been like in 2014, remembering the 90s. And two of the things they listed off were Minecraft and 9/11.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the 90s, Minecraft and 9/11.
9/11 is a date. How do you even get it wrong?
We're glad you see the problem here.
I'm glad you see the issue. Taco Bob, the ones you're trying to like to stop pressing the top button, start pressing the left button.
What?
The Goombas, they're the sparkles, so they'll keep walking regardless.
Like
It's
So you can
another
rewind
time.
the nippers, the piranha
He's
plants.
mad
so
that
they
you're
don't kill the
still
Right,
Goombas.
not
yeah.
using the rewind button.
so like all of this fashion talk I talking about, that is to say the like I guess Boyfriends does have like the surface level of like, oh, this guy wears like a varsity jacket, this guy wears black clothing, this guy wears cutie clothing. I'm trying to think that like I really struggled to make those distinctions because it's all like even the black clothing, it's like it's not very goth, even though the character is meant to be goth, and like it's very e-boy instead of goth, and that's one of the main things that frustrated me about it. It's like you're getting the subculture wrong, man.
Having never been a goth or an e-boy, yeah, I think you're right. That seems like a decent read.
Okay, I guess I have to do that. Alright, so I'll have to get it. Yeah.
I like looking at like alternative fashion, but like
wait a minute, this
emo
is
and scene.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know.
No, you're good.
Ugh.
You're onto something.
like I just think they're very interesting subcultures to explore, and the fact that it's like there's a whole character called Goth and he's not Goth, and the others have like their own range of issues.
I knew a guy in college who was like super, how to put this, cowboy goth. Like he wore a big 10-gallon hat, but also a trench coat.
Cowboy goth.
I was
I
like,
can respect
that's interesting. You're going places that I have seen very few people go.
Cowboy goth.
that's cool.
It really was, you know? He owned that shit.
Do I have to get
Yeah.
2 of them across?
Really cool guy, too. Like, everybody liked him. Nobody had anything bad to say about him.
I think you have to jump on the Goomba midair.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, and unfortunately, slow ability doesn't slow them down because they're
No, but I think you have to
anti-time
reflex
Goombas.
those.
Yeah, no. Like I said hours and hours ago now, 500 million years ago, this game is so fucking finicky.
I wanted to say something about the fashion of a different like main character, Jock. Like it feels like the fashions are very very limited. Well, not Jock. I guess I should say Chad. Because you said.
You should not take like the dumbass like names I threw at them like without thinking that much for like as gospel. That was a verbal shit post.
I know.
Not worth
but I don't.
not worth like spending
But
time
now
and
it's all he
energy
can
on.
think about.
I don't like saying. I don't like saying their dumb titles that they have canonically.
They have titles, not names. That sucks.
Well,
I don't like
It's
that.
like the prep, goth, jock, nerd thing. Like they have canonical names, but they're not like I said, they're not said anywhere in the comics. They're only said in like the alternative stuff.
The supplementary materials.
Yeah, not safe for work supplementary materials.
Well, like
Yeah.
if I wanted to learn about a character, I probably wouldn't start with their gay porn. And not just because I'm straight. There are a couple other reasons before that.
It's like that's the only occasions where their names are said. Like it's like one of them is Adrian, Kevin, Felix, and I don't remember the last one.
Seriously? Adrian, Kevin, and Felix?
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm sorry. That's too fucking funny. I'm dying over here. Kago Bob, do you think you will ever solve this puzzle? Just like give me an over and under.
I mean, if somebody wants to look it up, I'm not going to object.
I'll look it up right now. But I guarantee you the only video I'll get will be like from 2014.
Video? God, this is on Game Facts, and you know it.
Let's see. Braid walk through World 6.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
fuck.
one's impassable.
This is a video
foliage.
posted in, I shit you not, 2008.
Wow.
Oh my
Nice.
god! Like the highest resolution is 1240.
Perfect.
It's a tie.
Perfect.
I
All
think
right, let's see.
another.
Looking
I
through
think
this.
another. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just trying to find the moment.
Okay. I think another issue I had
here we
with
go, here we
it was like it wasn't sure if it wanted to go with unrealistic like eye and hair colors or not. It feels like not to be stupid and nitpicky, but it really like just like there's a part where they get meta and they're like, can you just suspend your disbelief when they talk about like hair colors and like one of the characters like dyes his hair a lot, and like in every other episode, he has like different colored hair. And one of the other characters asked him about it, and he's like, "Oh, I use potions." And he was like, "Can you just like?" I don't know. It like I don't know why it makes me mad.
All right,
Like-
Goggle Bob.
I was AFK,
you've moved on
changing
somewhere
over
else.
laundry.
You're not
It's
even there
okay. You
anymore.
can still. I can go back.
All right. The trick is to get 2 Goombas to the end, not just one.
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
can
afraid
double
of.
jump.
Talk
Yeah.
about finicky.
I'm sure
Oh,
that'll
yeah.
be an enormous pain in the ass, but that's the way you do it. So, you know.
I was AFK changing laundry. Did I hear somebody say something to me?
No.
No.
Yes, I said, keep up the great work. We're all very proud of you and happy with you.
Yay!
Thank you.
Whoa, no.
Anytime.
Okay.
All right. What was the question? You were trying to remember everybody's names.
Oh, with like the boyfriend stuff, or
Yeah.
oh like
I've decided
No,
to give
like-
them new names. They are now Addison,
No, I saw
Harold.
that. I wasn't
No.
sure. If we were trying-
Malachi, and Jeffrey, but spelled with 2 G's somehow.
2G.
Reasonable.
Somehow. I don't even know how you would write that.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
But yeah, they have unrealistic eye colors. Like one of them has like there's like this thing that like messed with me. It's like two of the characters have black hair in canon. One of them has blonde hair. The other one has naturally occurring blue hair.
Well, that
And it,
just
like-
makes
Sure.
it cool. But it's an anime, so whatever. Who gives a shit?
I don't know. It's like I get like really nitpicky about that sort of thing. So in my redesigns of them, I gave like the 2 ones with like black hair like more unnatural hair colors, so it wouldn't feel like too out of place. Because like, you know, if you're gonna give one main character unnatural hair colors, you should do it for all of the main characters. Well, one of them is like a natural blonde, and blondes and natural hair colors. But you know what I mean.
I feel like when it comes to hair colors, in like, you know, comics, cartoons, manga, anime, whatever, manhwa, whatever, it's fine if it's like, if like somebody has blue hair and like they were born with it, you know, future Trunks, whatever. Who cares?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
It's fine. I'm not gonna hate on that.
Crumbs, are you even old enough to understand that reference?
Yes, I am.
Yay!
Like, it becomes an issue though.
We
But
have
only
Maybelline
one
in our
person
house.
in the entire world has it, instead of like it, you know, just being like a 1 in 5 sort of thing.
Truth.
Yeah, the Dragon Ball universe is allowed to have weird hair.
Yeah, but this comic is a slice of life. Like if it's just everybody that has like, it's like, oh, some people just have unnatural hair colors, and it's like, I guess it's like, I'm going to reword this statement. It's like.
And you put the ring on the like one that's going down vertically instead of the one that's going down horizontally, so it can get to the other side. Is that
I
a thing
mean,
you
maybe.
talk about? I haven't played this level. I only got to level 5, so
As-
you're like well past everything I recognize. Also, here is a video from 2008, complete with
Wow.
original Xbox Live achievements text at the bottom of the screen. And it was clearly filmed on a TV that was like, you know, the old 480 resolution. which
Nice.
is hilarious because that means it's
Wow.
letterboxed to all hell. And yes, this is the uploader I used to get as far as I did in the game before I gave up. Not because I didn't understand the puzzle, but because it just was not working for me. Damn, 15 years ago.
Wow. I was
Oh,
like
August 8th,
years old.
2028. So in 2 days, that'll tick over to 16 years ago.
Wow.
God.
I was 2 years old.
Yes, yes, Chromes, we all know you're blessed with youth. Well, whatever. I've got a pretty great life here at 39. I'm pretty happy with
Well,
where I turned out.
whatever. Sure, you enjoy your life, but whatever, man.
No, I do. It's pretty great.
I mean, if you're into that kind of thing, sure.
Look, time doesn't flow backwards. We only get one of these things.
Hey, hey, that's Braid.
Holy shit, you're right.
Time
Fuck.
does flow backwards. Yay.
Fuck! I'm so mad now. I'm so fucking angry.
Yay.
Oh,
Time.
I think my point was like the whole like hair color thing. Like it's played off as like, oh, it's genetic and it came from a parent, but it's also like literally, like I didn't see any other like of the main characters, he's the only one with an unnatural hair color, and
Well, I think you got to rewind to get the thing back because that's way too big of a jump to make.
You know, there's some weird ass thing here because you can stand on this thing and
Oh wait, no, okay.
rewind
so
time in
You're
a
supposed to
weird
ring the
way.
ladder.
Yeah.
I can't say for any like background characters if they have canonically natural like weird hair colors. I think a secondary character. I don't know if she's considered a secondary character or not. I don't know. She's reoccurring, but she's like.
Can you rewind it while you're standing on the ladder?
All right, so
You can
8 million years ago, when the when all of the continents were just one supercontinent called Pangea, I mentioned something about separating the art from the artist. You
Yeah.
want to hear what's on Jonathan Blow's Twitter?
Oh God.
Oh, no.
Worst
His most
song
recent
played on
tweet
ugliest
posted 11
guitar.
hours ago. Overwatch came out 8 years ago, but 2024 is the big year of Overwatch clones. This is how long it takes the games industry to do things nowadays. Not even do any kind of new idea, but just to copy stuff. Something is deeply broken.
So I was reading the wiki about him earlier,
Oh yeah?
and I just got this very uncomfortable feeling about the whole thing.
Yes.
Well, you should.
I'm just
Alice,
going to
you
give up on
do
whatever point I was trying to make.
No, you're
Just
fine.
say-
Keep going. We don't care.
it's like I'm just really struggling with it. Like there's a character with naturally blue hair. There's a character with naturally pink hair. I'm like, I guess like I just tried to give the other ones also unnatural hair colors to like even out like the whole thing.
That's fair. Decent idea. Good way to go about it, I'd say.
Like one of them, like both of them have black hair, but I gave one of them dark purple hair and the other one dark blue hair, and I'm like that made sense.
Yeah.
For me.
Can you put the bubble down so that it slows down and you can climb up it while it's coming down, or no?
But when
Yeah.
when it's moving slowly, then unfortunately, then I move slowly, so it doesn't.
Put the
work
ring
out.
at the bottom
Put
of the
the-
ladder so
Can
you
you
don't
put the
get
bubble
slowed.
at the bottom of the ladder? And then rewind it from the top space? I'm not sure if that was verbally clear or not. and then climb back up to the platform.
Yeah, you climb it from the platform like before, but with the ring at the bottom, so the ladder slows down, but you don't.
Okay, so I gotta
Why
leave
did
the
you
ring
have
there to
to
begin.
run the? Wait, why did it disappeared?
Because the ring has to be there ahead of when the ladder falls.
Gotcha.
But you still do the same principle though.
Yeah, I just have to start earlier, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. You know, this could be worse. Could be a very secret randomized challenge that leads to an 1.5 hour long essay
Yep.
as a reward. That would really suck if that happened.
I mean, I can always turn on the commentary.
Oh God, I don't
Yeah,
feel
look,
like
the commentary
Bob,
isn't by
like,
Brian Moriarty.
there
It would
are-
not be as a reward.
there are a lot of things you have done that deserve torture, right? But I don't think you deserve to hear 15 hours of Jonathan Blow talking about how smart Jonathan Blow is.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, see, there you go. You got it. You just got to jump at that point.
All right, but Goggle Bob, to give you what you were looking for, I am willing to give you as many hours as the stream goes of Beat talking about how smart Beat is.
Beat is so smart.
How many hours?
Well, we're about what
2.5.
2.5 hours in, so that many.
Okay.
Okay, I don't feel like fighting this anymore. Moving on.
An excuse to talk about how smart Beat is.
I mean, I'm pretty fucking cool, and smart too, handsome as well, and also extremely humble.
And very humble.
Are you a skeleton?
No kidding.
A skeleton too, yes, which is the best kind of thing to be.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like, I don't like to brag, but my dick, larger than average.
I thought this was a family program.
Well, that was your first mistake, assuming that.
Well, Braid is a rated M game, or
Yes.
M for monotonous.
Oh snap!
Mediocre.
Trynant A+ would listen to you say that again.
M for monotonous.
Well done.
Yeah.
Didn't expect you to go exactly that way with it, but I appreciate it.
Does what it says on the label.
Yeah, no, it's exactly as claimed. Think you could make it? You did it.
I just spent at least 30 minutes talking about boyfriends. What is wrong with me?
We all
Something
we
that
all
we
make
determined you do
choices,
not
Chromes.
like.
We all
We
make
all have-
choices, but like here's Chromes, do you want me to like give you the uplifting version of it?
Yeah.
You're a hater,
Yeah.
much like myself. And being a hater is good. Being a hater fucking rules. Okay?
Okay.
There are times in your life where you will be like, man, fuck this thing. And I will be there on the sidelines going, yeah, fuck yeah, that thing sucks. These are important. These are very important lessons.
There is one good thing to come out of Braid.
There are a lot of good things to come out of Braid. You could make a cognizant argument that Braid is in many ways responsible for like the indie game boom of the early tens, because it was such a high profile success, allowing other like truly fantastic games to also be great successes. Games like Hotline or what were the other ones? I only give a shit about Hotline. I don't care about any of the others.
I'm sure there are
early
other
art
indie games.
I'm sure there are others.
They must
I
exist.
mean, Bastion and Supergiant grew out of that. So.
Oh yeah, Bastion and Supergiant, right? They probably owe a lot to Braid.
Yeah.
Exactly how much? That's something we could argue until the sun burns out. But they definitely owe something. It's not zero.
Also, the Braid led to The Witness, which led to the parody game The Looker, and The Looker is fucking amazing.
A looker.
Yeah, it's a parody game of The Witness, and
That's an amazing name. I love it.
not to go
It-
not to spoil all the jokes, but one of them is like, the audio logs in The Witness, how they're
I do not.
like trying to be really pretentious and stuff, and like all like, well, Jonathan Blowish.
I don't
Jonathan
think, I
Blowish.
don't think the audio logs in The Witness try to be pretentious. I think they just are.
Right.
It's not something they have to work at.
Fair enough, but nevertheless, the audio logs and the Looker has audio logs too. It's basically a parody of The Witness. So you click on an audio log, it starts with a quote from Kubla Khan, and then it turns into a used car commercial, for instance. So
yeah,
and-
the Looker is pretty fantastic and also very frustrating.
yeah, it still ultimately is a puzzle game, and it has some moments. I like it, but it just has too many loops.
You only have one of those bubble things, right?
Correct. But I think I figured out the solution. It's just a matter of doing it.
As he proceeds to blow himself up.
As one
mean,
does.
that's-
Like I said,
is
a
there-
matter of doing it.
No, I get it. You're slowing down the cannon so that the cannonballs fire at a slower rate. Like I said, this game is very clever. Does not mean it's good.
Want to hear something that might make you angry at what the Braid, or at least Jonathan Blow's, like talking about video games inspired?
I'm always angry, so go ahead. Not gonna change anything.
Sequelitis, the Egoraptor's like little game analysis joke vid things.
Okay.
He was directly like, he was like, yeah, one of the reasons I want to make vids like that is because of Jonathan Blow's like talking about video games the way he did. So I don't know, I just find that kind of fascinating.
It's kind of fascinating.
Well played, Goggle Bob.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Just
I mean,
try
like-
not to-
Great.
When this game is on, it's pretty cute. Like, it's just a matter of getting there.
Yeah. I think that's the thing about this game. It is when it's on, when it's like truly on, you're like, oh, that was neat. And you'll find yourself thinking that more and more.
I mean,
And then you'll be stuck on a bullshit puzzle that you know how to solve. But it doesn't matter that you know how to solve it because the execution for it is so stupidly precise. And that's just not fucking fun.
It'll make you feel like you're playing a game from a guy who would do Tai Chi in the middle of a field at games developer conference.
Is that something
Did you
he
read
did?
the wiki?
Yeah.
That is
No, I didn't read it. I just I saw
Skimmed
that
it.
meme dunked on at one point on Twitter. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, and also one thing that we were talking about how this game works or whatever, one thing that occurs to me that, again, very much of its time, but, like, this game with rewind as a feature is, like, this was something that rewind and save states and whatever existed in the emulation sphere. They, like, hadn't really been acknowledged in real games. Like, real game design. Like, Nintendo didn't have save states and rewind and whatever the shit in games that, Super Mario Brothers 3 or whatever the fuck. So, like, just in general, like, what was going on was, like, it felt very subversive at its time. It very much does not at this time. Just my 2 cents.
At this time, it probably comes off as like quaint, not major. Like some of the
See, I never
like,
even
oh, it's a
thought
game
about
with,
like
like,
the emulation comparison there.
I mean, it's something that I thought about at the
Why are you not
time
doing the puzzle?
because I'm using the puzzle piece to to get over a gap.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a very
That's
clever
rude.
like detail that does not mean it's not fucking frustrating. Also,
That-
I
that is
swear there's another puzzle piece that
Yeah, I
like
probably have
also
to get something else.
has the second half of that one. I'm not sure how you get it though.
I think it's under one of the ones you buried. Like there's
on the bottom right.
Yeah, in the bottom
Yeah,
right, there's a
something in
puzzle
there.
piece. I think I saw a platform piece.
Goggle
there,
Bob,
but
go
I
back to the puzzle.
I'm going to refill my glass and then come back and yell at you louder and angrier
Goggle
so that,
Bob.
so that you will know the weight of your sins.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I don't
looks
see
like
another
one of the puzzle
piece.
pieces.
I
Yeah, it's
don't
covered
see
up by
it
that.
either.
Yeah,
Oh,
might
yeah,
not be
you're
something
right,
I
you're
have at the moment.
I'm pretty sure though. You're right that there's a
Oh yeah, this one's got
second
it.
piece that makes a longer platform.
But I think you also have to move the platform piece over to the right a smidge more. But you went to a different room, so never mind.
Yeah, no, I found where the other piece is, so that's why I care.
Okay, I have talked for so much.
Okay, so wait. So
passionate.
one thing I was going to say, and unfortunately
I
Pete
ran
already
out of
left,
steam.
but Crobe, so this is your first time seeing this game, and you do not have anywhere near the context that we did at that time. So
Yeah, I literally know nothing about this game.
yeah, so what are your opinions on what you've been seeing tonight?
I like puzzle games. Like, puzzle games are one of the main things I enjoy. Like even like with them being frustrating. I feel like that's sort of the point. Well, not exactly like this, because sometimes it bugs out and that's actually really annoying.
Yes. It's hard to be precise in this game.
Hey, did you guys know they make pink lemonade Kit Kats now?
Pink lemonade for cats?
Kit
Kit
Kats.
Kat. Oh, Kit Kats.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes more
Oh,
sense. Because I thought we were
Right?
making pink lemonade for cats.
I mean, you can do that, sure. Won't
well, no,
help anything.
no. The cats can't have citrus.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been giving my cat orange juice for years.
So I-
Uh-oh.
So I guess if you were to make pink lemonade for cats, it would have to be some sort of citrus substitute of some sort that they could consume.
Now, how do I get that guy down there?
Pink.
Ta-da, you got the puzzle piece. Everybody's so
Wait.
thrilled about you. Yay!
I guess if I don't know, I probably would without like the stupid bugs and stuff, I probably wouldn't hate this game.
All right, Goggle Bob. I think what you do here is you position the piece with the platform on it, so that the Goomba will walk onto it and it'll just walk off. So that, it
Yeah.
can get down there so you can jump on its head.
That's what I was aiming for.
But
We'll see.
God, it is so
Fiddly?
annoying. This is such an annoying game.
No, wait, he just walks on
I
it
think
a
if
little
you
bit
move
more.
it while he's walking on it, he'll just fall, and that's how you do it.
Okay.
There we go. We got another puzzle piece. Yay.
Yay!
Okay, I think that's it for this world. So now I get to so now I get to solve another puzzle piece. Everybody gets to have fun
Friends
and
are
watch
playing
me
Banjo
solve a
Tooie.
jigsaw puzzle. Yay.
But you
I don't
didn't
know
solve that
why.
puzzle.
No, I'm solving it
I
now.
was looking at this game. I kept thinking of Maple Story, even though I don't know if these are related in the slightest.
When Maple Story first came out, I thought it was Braid related. So you are not alone.
I never played Maple Story. Is it any good?
I don't remember. My brother
No.
played it.
Horrifying that you don't remember.
Goggle Bob, the piece with the red on it and the purple bit goes under the platform.
I
Okay,
can't
yeah,
believe
makes
that we're
sense.
all backseat driving Goggle Bob on how to put together a jigsaw puzzle.
We
Like,
should just
I'm
do a
just like,
night where I'm
not? You
assembling a
can't be
jigsaw
on everything
puzzle.
else.
I'm just like, let me do it.
Everybody gets madder and madder.
I'm good at jigsaw puzzles.
I feel like that's important. I feel like that's an important part of who we are as a community.
backseat driving
We
jigsaw
just get
puzzles.
very angry at Goggle Bob.
Drive everything else. Let me have this one.
Okay.
I'm into it. It's all you, Cassandralyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just show Goggle Bob the depths of your spite.
Oh, he is fair witness.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
To
Is
death
he
of your
born?
spite.
The witness. Oh,
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 I'm
shit.
I'm
Witness
sorry,
me.
Pete. That joke blows.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Such the hatred.
what else did I have on my thing? Let's see. Separating art from the artist. Many people say this.
Okay, the piece on the far left is piece 1B.
I like how I was the only person not to make a really shitty pun there.
All right, my
involving
second
Jonathan
bullet
Blow.
point on my I'm a discourse all over this motherfucker. Text is
That's
death
one
of the
C.
author versus murder of the author. So, should we murder Jonathan Blow?
That one goes on the
Yes
side.
or no?
But for legal reasons, we're not actually endorsing real murder.
Should we metaphorically
Well,
murder
there's
the
only
author
one corner
in the
left.
context of it? Yeah, probably.
Why do you hate
I'm
me?
for that. Make their art my own, but also acknowledge that it came from somewhere. That's where I'm at on stuff like that.
This
There's
other one I
context.
said. Okay, Trynant. You
Mhm.
are the latest comer to this stream, so you are the best equipped to answer this question.
Sure.
How long has Braid been in your Steam library?
I bought it on an Xbox Live Arcade.
Okay, so you never bought it on Steam. You don't have it on Steam, but you do have it on Xbox Live Arcade,
oh, I do
which
have Braid.
implies
I
that you
have it.
probably got it in 2008 or 2009.
Oh yeah, no, I got it like very close to release. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, cool. Because one of the points on my list of discourses is you already own Braid. Why buy it again?
Hmm.
And
Well,
one of my friends on Blue Sky saw me say that and found out that he had had it since 2009, and his only commentary on that was the word "fuck."
It's everywhere. Everyone
Can't
knows it.
escape it.
well,
every
I have it
member
on
of our
Steam. I
generation
don't know
already
when I
owns
had
Braid.
it.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Because you're not a
have
member of our
Braid.
generation. You are a Zoomer, and all of us are millennials.
Well, like I typed in a chat, it hit news. Like it was in an NPR. Like at one point, I forget who. I know the person who covered it did one talk at one point, but like it, broke. It was like popular. It was a bigger game.
Goggle Bob, you want the stupid? Oh no, wait, you don't even need it.
Yeah, I already
beaten
did it.
that level. All right, cool.
The NPR article was from the end of August of 2008.
Yeah, who was it by the way?
Melissa Block.
Maybe. I thought it
Wait,
was-
shit. Am I seeing that right? Fucking A. Can't believe it.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. This puzzle is one of the dumbest puzzles in my 80% playthrough from today. It's just miserable.
Sorry,
Absolute
Heather
misery.
Chaplin.
Why does that name ring a bell?
One more time on the name.
It says Melissa Block is the host, and then the interviewer is Heather Chaplin.
Yeah, I want to say that's right.
I just posted it in general.
There's just like a.
Back to the beginning, are we?
Well, he's
Well,
gotta
it's just
get
getting
these
those last few puzzle
pieces.
pieces.
All right, so Gogglebub, you want the solutions on how to get these?
Well, this one I'm pretty sure I know how to do. It's just a matter of doing it.
Yeah, all right, sure. You already flicked the switch. You don't need to flick it again. It's where it needs to be.
Yeah, this is the like 8x one, if memory serves.
It's annoying. Many of the puzzles in this game are just annoying. Just fucking irritating. But I believe this one has a mechanic that shows up exactly in this room and nowhere else at all. I'm serious. I'm serious.
I don't doubt it. It seems to happen
see it show
in
up
multiple ways.
Single
in
other
this game.
time in the game. So, you know, you've got the key, right? Just unlock the door. You know, just we'll get that one first. It's easier. Okay, fine. You can do this one first too. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
I've already done it.
I'm not even gonna complain. As long as we're getting somewhere. Perfect. Awesome.
All right. So now I probably have to. Oh, I can just use the door because I need to get that other puzzle piece.
Yeah, the other puzzle piece,
which has a closing lock on it.
So here's how fucking stupid it is. And I am going to say it's fucking stupid because there's no other way to describe it. No, you don't have to exit and re-enter for it. It is impossible to get on the first time around. It's just there's just not enough time.
Okay, so what is the answer?
The answer is in the room, like to the left of all the bullshit you're doing right now that you absolutely have to do to actually get to there. There is a platform that if you stand on it, you can rewind time without moving.
Oh, that does happen. That does reappear in the ring areas.
Okay, because this is the only time I saw it in my entire 90% playthrough. So if it's something they brought back, it is something they brought back sparingly.
Well, your 90% playthrough did not include the level where it does reappear, so that makes sense.
I don't care.
That's fair. So where is that?
It's okay. Okay. You're going the wrong way, but I'm probably like 20 seconds behind you. So you know, the room with all the cannonballs and all the like climbable walls and shit, right? See that like switch at the bottom of it? You flick that, and the platform like in the middle of like the hell room pops up, and you rewind back until you can stand on that. And then you just rewind on that until the gates that like closes off the puzzle piece opens. Yeah, you can't jump back to it. You got to rewind back to it, and then you just rewind on it until you see the sliding like wall open.
That's rude.
It's so fucking. This game is irritating.
It's always important to include at least one puzzle that has no basis on anything else.
Yeah. Like I said, you will not see this again at all in the like main game. And
again, it reappears in that final level that we were on.
Yeah,
so.
but like that doesn't fucking count. Who gives a shit?
All right, time for more jigsaw puzzles.
Woo!
I'm gonna walk away and get something now.
That's fine.
Did you read
Very much allowed.
Did you read the little books talking about Tim?
Oh yeah,
they're all about how Tim's like a bag of dicks.
Yeah, basically.
Tim is a bag of dicks is basically the moral here.
Did you know Tim kind of sounds like the word time?
No.
Which is kind of like the atomic bomb.
All right, Trynant. I love you like a brother, and I want nothing but good things in your life. But also, I am going to come to your house and beat you with a 2x4.
The thing is, I'm like 95% sure Jonathan Blow actually thought that was the idea. I unironically think like
I absolutely believe you. There's
no doubt in my mind that you are correct.
There's no doubt in my mind that he was like, "Oh my god, I'm a genius" when he wrote that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what am I going to name this character that can control time? time.
Tim.
No?
Goggobob,
Oh.
you literally just moved the top piece that like goes with the other pieces, and you're what are you doing? I try
Well, it's not
so
just
hard.
me. Good to know.
I try so hard to be nice to you, and you make it so difficult.
The one that's on the
It's-
bottom right.
You had it. You had it. Why must you torture me like this?
I know you've been asked this earlier in the stream, but have you ever actually genuinely solved a jigsaw puzzle?
I mean, I kind of hate jigsaw puzzles if I'm being honest.
As
Wait,
do we
see
all.
why.
Like,
Wait,
come
the
on,
on the
man.
bottom right is someone's hand holding the stem of a glass. It's sideways.
Up.
Please fix.
Please
Finally.
There you
fix.
go. You
I'm
got
so
it.
happy
got
for you.
it.
And I'm so pissed off.
I'm pretty sure the
The corner
third
piece,
on the
Goggobob. The
bottom-
corner piece. It's right underneath. It's
Third on
right
the
underneath the
bottom.
pieces you've all put together. You just need to turn it one time clockwise. That's not a corner piece.
No,
I
no,
like
we
that you
should
think that
have
there's
done
some
it right.
interaction between what you're saying and what
that
I'm
one,
doing.
yeah. Third on the bottom, well, fourth on the bottom now is a corner piece. You turn it to the right, and you got
No!
it. Arguably, yeah.
Corner piece. Talk about the
Corner
corner
piece.
The corner piece doesn't have any
Okay.
edges on two
Okay,
sides.
sure. Yeah, you've got it.
Can you turn it?
You got it. I keep spinning it.
No.
The corner piece on the bottom that is not on the far left.
Oh my god.
Can you find it?
Wait, wait,
Can you
wait,
find
Goggobob,
this corner
why
piece?
are you torturing us like this? Is this intentional? Is this part of the gag?
This feels
Because if
intentional
so,
at this
good
point.
job. Well done.
Goggobob, I'm going to mail you a bag of dicks.
It's like group strangle in 5
Yeah.
minutes.
I like how I said the one that wasn't on the far
We are
far
all
left.
just
immediately
going
grab
to
for that
appear
one.
in Gogglebob's living
There
room
you go.
and then
Your
like
hand
draw
is over the
straws
corner
on
piece
who
we're
gets to
all
like
yelling
hit him
at.
with a 2x4.
It was like a few seconds ago at least.
Oh, now he turns it upside down on purpose. Jackass.
How?
Okay, that one. Yes, you haven't. Yes, you're so close. You're so fucking close.
You
Keep
are
spinning.
spinning around on my video of the corner piece,
Wait, this
and
one,
then
yeah.
you move it and pick a totally different piece. At least you connected it. You connected it. We're getting there.
You're getting there. You're getting there. You're almost there. You're so close.
My guess is you're going to grab the piece we're all yelling about at the very last end just to spite
Yeah, no,
us.
he's going to get it.
That is
absolute
100%
last
happening
one. It's
right
going
now.
to be at this point. It
It
is a-
has to be. Otherwise, it's just
No,
false
oh.
art.
oh.
How dare you? You
Oh.
put it in, you're putting it in as the third. Okay, there you go. You're fixing it.
Finally.
Nope, subverting expectations just like Jonathan Blow. There you go.
How
Because I feel
dare
no
you.
relief at all. I feel nothing.
That's pretty neutral. It's just a bunch
Oh
of
no,
strings.
yeah, it gets worse and worse over time is the idea that like Tim is putting his life into work or some bullshit and
No, well, like the first one that you did was just like looks like somebody
All of
walking into a
these,
kid's
I
room.
just realized almost all of these are just Tim drinking alcohol and
oh
like
yeah,
fucking up his life.
do not question.
No, I feel like that's worth interrogating. As somebody who enjoys alcohol a great deal, but also knows there has to be a hard limit on that shit. This
It
is
actually a
worrying
good
to
point.
me.
I just don't want to give Jonathan
Yeah.
Blow credit for that.
I don't feel like I feel
don't
like
feel
we
like-
can all I feel like we've been making fun of Jonathan Blow this entire like stream. There's no point where I feel like I've said anything positive about
Okay,
him.
I'm back on this level, so we gotta look up this level because this one
Sure.
was driving me nuts.
What are you?
Cascade.
6? Cascade? All right, let me look this shit up. Who the
Oh,
fuck
is this
is
the ring
messaging
level?
me?
Oh, that was the one with the time.
I mean, technically these are all ring levels at this point.
Well, the one where you hold the ring, like Cascade is the ring world level, rather the world. Not the
Well,
ring.
technically the stage is Cascade. They're all
Yeah,
they have names.
but it's World 6, in other words.
Chromes, you still there?
Yes, yes. yeah.
Did you just?
I sent you something on Twitter.
I did notice that. Was this an ad or
No,
Is
no.
this
It's
just
not an
something
ad.
that you looked at and said, "Yeah, this is something Beat would be all about."
Yes.
Well,
Like,
you're
like you
right.
know, because
You're
I
right. I'm
torture
looking at
you
this
so with
and
all of
going,
these
yeah, I
creepy
could
ads I
live with
see.
that. I would absolutely wear all of these things at once.
At once.
It's like it's a bunch of different articles of clothing that are all in black that have "I love my wife" like
Aw.
on all of them.
Yeah, so
Well,
there's definitely something Beat would
as a
wear.
level 800 wife guy, I appreciate that. All right. Let's see, Gogglebub, what area did you say you were on?
Cascade.
Cascade. Is that like just
Level 6-3 or so?
level 6-3? All right, let's see here. I'm switching back and forth. You know, I'm gonna not dual monitor, but like half the screen for this shit. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm where you're at. All right, let's see here. All right, Cascade. This will take a moment. I don't feel like the a walkthrough video I'm watching from, again, August 8th, 2008 is the most efficient. Okay, from what I'm seeing, you put the ring of slowness on the cannon at far right, and that will slow down. Oh, wait, you've already gotten that one. Have you already gotten that one?
I've gotten every puzzle piece but the one that requires the key.
Okay, well then we're gonna fast forward to the key. Let's see. Okay, put the ring of slowness right where you have it, and jump from like the platform the cannon is on, onto the Goomba that like as they're on the lower platform, to get enough height to get the key.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I did that before.
Okay, well
And
you're gonna
then
need to do it
using
again,
the
'cause you need to
key
get
was
that
kind
key.
of the stopping point.
Yeah,
Now,
but you
let's
have
see.
to start from the
All right, then once you
Okay,
have the
fine.
key, put the ring of slowness on the cannon to slow down its rate of fire, so a Goomba can like get
So,
down.
how do I get
onto
on the
platform
cannon?
underneath it? After
Which
you get the key,
cannon?
of course.
but
The
also which
far right cannon, the furthest right cannon.
I put it on the far right cannon?
All right, once you get focus on getting the key first. So
Okay.
you have the ring properly placed. You just need to get up to you need to go up to like where the cannon is firing, and jump off the Goomba so you get enough height to get to the key. How do you get to that cannon? All right, I
How
gotta
do you
rewind this.
get to that cannon?
I'm look, dude. I'm clicking through a YouTube video right now. I'm doing the best I fucking can here.
And your effort is appreciated. It's the only thing keeping us going.
Okay, all right. So the ring of slowness, you've got positions. Okay, the left cannon that's like on the higher platform, right? And you're on the platform, at least in my like super delayed version, underneath it. Yes.
Yes.
Mostly? Okay, cool. Place your ring of slowness like on the corner of that platform, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Once it's there, use the Goomba's slow fall to jump onto the platform with the cannon that shoots the Goombas. Not the cannonballs, the Goombas. All right?
Okay.
Once you're there, we'll continue from that point. I'm gonna refresh your Twitch because there must be some fucking gnarly delay going on. All right, yeah.
I mean,
sure.
it's a time travel game, so.
I mean, yeah, but
Whoa.
also fuck
Time
it.
travel.
I remember that the Ring of Slowness world was originally going to be about
Okay.
quantum physics, but he couldn't figure it out, so he just made it about Ring of
All right,
Slowness.
once
instead.
you're on that side, yep, good.
Okay, so I got the
All right,
key.
great. You got the key. You got the key. All right, cool. Once you got the key, put your ring of slowness on the rightmost cannon.
Okay.
Right, most cannon.
rightmost cannon, yes. To
Okay.
slow down its rate of fire. That will allow the Goombas to reach the platform underneath it. And you're going to want 2 of them. So you're going to need a little bit of time here.
I was about to say these Goombas do not have great self-preservation skills.
No, they do not.
Enjoy the wait.
Okay, you're going to want to... God.
Okay, we got one Goomba. Pretty sure he's going to die in a fire, though.
Use the Goomba. While the Goomba is falling off the platform that it goes down onto, you're going to jump onto it from the platform immediately above it, the little like lattice-looking one, to God, this is so difficult to explain.
How are
No,
you supposed to get
I think I understand what's happening.
Murders itself.
Right, you're going to want to use it to like get the maximum amount of distance to land on the like midair cannon, firing to the left.
So there is a way to get on top of that cannon.
I mean, I figured that was the plan, but yeah, it's like a multi-step plan just to get up there.
Like it is. Like I said, this game is finicky, and it's annoying. All right.
Like that is definitely one thing about puzzle platformers, wherein there is a significant gulf between thinking, oh, this should be how it's done, and wait, is that actually going to like save my bacon, or am I doing it right?
All right, just focus on trying to get onto the floating cannon. Yeah. Oh, you're there. All right, cool. Put the ring on there, and then use that to jump to the
Yeah, this should let you in.
Wait, why would you even need to do that? There's a ladder.
Well,
no, the thing is getting out of here is always been
right, getting out without the cannonball. All right, cool. So I would say wait for the first cannonball to fire.
Yep.
Then then go in. Throw a switch.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The question was always whether or not I could successfully get out of there.
Yeah.
And now life is good.
Did it.
Now, how do you get the Ujima thingy back, or do you not bother?
I don't think you bother.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I do not bother.
Are we set now?
All right.
Yay.
Yes, that one's done.
All
now
right,
it's time for
awesome.
impassable foliage.
Good job.
Which I think we determined last time is just a matter of I need to get 2 Goombas across the area.
I think this is one where you knew how to do it. It's just you didn't want to be asked.
Yeah, no, which is reasonable considering what is happening here.
Yeah, I recall this one just being a misery fest.
This one's just irritating. Yeah, there's no way to put it other than that. I think all you need to do is get 2 Goombas
Can you just pause time purely? Like you can just do a 100% pause and not actually have to rewind, right?
No, I think it's just rewind.
No, I'm pretty sure you can pause, right?
Okay.
You hit both buttons or something at once.
Controls: jump, interact, rewind, pick up, rewind slower, rewind faster.
I think you can rewind slow to the point where you just pause the game.
Yeah. All right. So I think that's just your R button.
Yeah, you rewind slow to the point where you pause the game, or 8x anyways. Yeah, and it'll keep it slow enough that the Goombas can all walk along just much easier.
Because they aren't bound to time, you are.
Yep. Yeah, so you just try to get all 3 pipes, or at least enough of them down that you can get so slowly that they don't pop up at once. Yeah, like that.
Yeah. All right, you've got this.
Well, that makes the situation
they're
a lot easier.
They're all marching.
Yeah.
Look at them go.
This
Look at them go.
Another one down. See, we use that one thing that doesn't exist anywhere else in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can't imagine rewind slower being useful.
Well, it is once.
So, like I said, this game is clever.
All right.
But it's fucking irritating.
And now it's time for elevator action, which is theoretically our last 2. So let's look that one up.
Okay. Elevator action, you said?
Yeah, it should be the next one after whatever you're looking at.
I'm clicking forward here.
This one I think
Braid
I just figured
Walkthrough
out.
Part 6, Part 1. I have to go to Braid Walkthrough Part 6, Part 2. Thank you, Morrow J. 16 years in the past.
God, that was 16 years ago, wasn't it?
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Man. Okay, so Braid. This guy has videos on helping you through Braid, and videos of their baby nephew who is now 14.
Just everything about that is great.
Sorry, like shut up. I spent all of my energy into being a hater, and now that I'm done, I don't know what to talk about anymore.
Talk about hating. What I like to talk about. I love hating.
I sure do hate hating.
No, okay, so
I'm hating on boyfriends right
to
now.
not like be too mean, but be a little bit mean. I have been a hater all of my life, and I love it. Hating works for me. Hating fits. But there are mistakes that you can make as a hater.
Yeah.
Pretty important ones, right? And like, if you make these mistakes, you have to just live with them. You have to just go, ah, shit, fucked up. I gotta avoid that in the future, but no use fixing it now. And one of the most common hater mistakes is going, well, obviously I have to justify my hatred for something. And that means finding a way for it to be morally wrong. And that is just such a classic hater mistake, because it turns out, no, you can hate something for just sucking normal style. You don't have to like come up with a justification why something is like the living embodiment of Satan on earth. You can just say, no, it sucks.
Yeah.
We had someone in my talk in like my Discord earlier this week who absolutely hates the new Zelda game that's coming out. And they listed off a bunch of reasons that are totally valid hater fare. Like, you know, they feel like it's besmirching the like legacy of the series. They feel like it's not a proper Zelda. They got all these good reasons. And then they started trying to come up with reasons why it was immoral. And I was like, oh, that's a classic rookie hater mistake. You can't do that, because you're reaching on those.
Zelda got smoothies.
Yeah, that's not a good reason to hate. We're not going to name any names. They're a very cool person. I don't want them to hear this and be like, wow, Beat hates me. No, I like them very much. But it was a rookie hater mistake they made.
Yeah. It's like I just don't personally play Zelda, like,
they are,
because I feel very uncomfortable with like the Orientalism in it. But I'm not gonna knock on anybody else for playing it, because I don't care.
What you mean by this, because they are very much made in Japan.
Okay, so I solved the puzzle while you guys were talking about Zelda. So like, let's look up that
Yay,
last
good
puzzle.
This part.
This stupid ladder one.
Okay, so this part, I remember it now. You have to slow the platforms, actually, not the ladder, so that the platform on the right, like the moving platform, slides under the platform that moves up and down.
Okay, we did do that last time, but I will do it again.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that. I mean, did you do that already?
Well, I did that the last time we...
Well, you're supposed to do it this time as well.
Yeah, well, of course.
And that's a very important part. I forget why, but it is.
Well, because this platform has that thing that Beat was talking about that allows you to ignore time changes.
Yeah,
wait, really? They brought that back? Fucking A.
Again, I told you, it shows up in the last level.
That way you can climb the ladder while the ring slows it down, but you don't.
But you don't move with it.
Yeah, like, because you slow down with the... Yeah, there you go.
Because
So you use the power of that so that you can use the ring to slow down time.
That is so annoying. I hate this game. This game sucks.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Both of the platforms have it though.
Yeah. So now you can use the ladder power or the immune to time power to climb the ladder while it's slowed down by the ring, because you won't be slowed down by it.
I don't know anything about anything. I only know that I hate everything.
Ow, ow.
So yeah, you drop the ring in the middle part, and I think, but use your immune to reversal of time with it. Like, you
Oh,
have to-
okay. And then you climb the ladder. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
With your time slowdown sphere.
Yep.
Okay, that's clever.
I
Yeah,
think
there
we
you
were
go.
doing
You
that
basically have
last
to
time,
time
and
it.
just the game wasn't working.
Yeah.
I think you just timed it wrong, and
Yeah, the timing just
And,
happened.
Like I
Oh, no,
said,
you-
this game is finicky to the point where it's just not fun.
it's where it seems like you have the answer and it isn't the right answer, but it actually is. It's just the game's finicky.
All right,
I
last chance,
really-
guys. Last chance for puzzle time.
No.
I don't feel like we deserve that.
I think we just got to be silent and just
We acknowledge that this is the last
talk
round.
about anything but the puzzle and just let you do
Just
this and see
ignore
how long it
him.
takes.
Okay. Hey, I saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
You talked about that
How
on
is that?
Sunday.
I've heard barely.
uh,
I actually heard talk around it, but nothing about it.
One,
I've heard lots
I'm
of
not
good
going to give
things.
any spoilers, but
Mhm.
I would say it is a pretty fun Fox X-Men movie because it has precious nothing to do with Marvel as Marvel exists. It is
Okay.
entirely it's an X-Men movie. There is 2 scenes in it, I would say, that like you could say are necessarily MCU. Neither of them matter in the slightest.
More
You
like
could cut
Brad.
them and the movie would still be fine. Hi, fanboy. I'm happy to see you back.
Where have you been?
Sleepy.
That's understandable.
Understandable. It is. Oh yeah, it's past yours. Doesn't the stream normally end at 11?
Normally, well, I
But
mean,
we're
we've
close to the
gone-
end here. We just
we're
need to
close to
solve a
12.
puzzle.
Yeah.
and like we're letting Goggle Bob, do his
Suffer.
thing. We're letting him suffer.
Do his thing.
Apparently,
Suffer.
this became a full game playthrough at some point, and none of us were kind enough to stop him.
We had a lot to say about Braid.
I had a lot to say about how it sucks, and none of that has been altered from what I've seen.
Was it supposed to be altered? I didn't think that was the case.
No, it
I
wasn't.
thought this was a hate through, or at least like looking back on nostalgia and realizing that it could be flawed through.
Oh, I have no nostalgia for this game. I played it for 15 minutes because Seraphine, who at the time was known as Tafari, bought it for me, and she was like, "Beat, I feel like this game is meaningful." And I played it, and I said, "I feel like you're wrong." I was maybe a little bit more polite than that, but not much.
My cat is sitting on my chest right now.
Well, then
Your
you're
cat
trapped
sounds
forever.
wonderful and kind. Can you relay an important message to your cat for me?
Sure, this is on speaker right now. He can probably
right.
hear it.
Excellent. Tell your cat that they are the bastard of Earth, and that I have nothing but hate in my heart for them.
Wow, that's a
Goggle
bit.
Bob, you were trying to sit on the
animal.
toilet.
And your
weren't
cat
you?
will most likely just sort of purr a little bit and be cool with that because it
Yeah,
doesn't
he's
speak
like-
English.
He's licking my hand.
There you go.
Like he
Alright.
was just like yelling at me, like through my door, and I was like, "Fine, I'll get you." Now he's just sitting here, licking himself.
As cats do.
Play your cat the NoFX song. I'm a rat 5,000 times to him. Convince your cat that it is in fact a rat. Also, that's not a NoFX song. It's a cover of a high standard song.
I mean, I could go back to trying to talk about Gen Con again.
Good.
Oh, did you go to Gen Con this year?
Hope
I
you enjoyed it.
did.
Oh, fun.
The first time I've ever been.
I was thinking of going this year, but housing just seemed a little too brutal. The hotel plan and all. I couldn't get it.
I really lucked out because my cousin already had a room. And basically, they had extra space in the room. Hey, do you want to come with? So I agreed, and then it turns out the other person that was supposed to share the room their car got totaled.
Oh no.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear.
Yeah, so they couldn't go at all. So it's a good thing I could, because otherwise my cousin would be stuck with the whole room. Which I mean happens sometimes, but it worked in my favor. Um, so and I was telling the guys earlier, I had already discussed with some local friends about driving because the only flights I could find at that point were like 12 to 15-hour layovers. And it only takes 10 hours to drive there from here. So I drove. Even after my other friends backed out, because at that point it was really too late to find a flight.
Mm.
So it wasn't bad. What I did realize is the drive back was kind of rough, mostly because at that point I'm used to being around large crowds of people, and I don't have large crowds of people at home or in my car at that point. So it was very vastly different at that point.
Still
And
driving
very,
for that many hours is rough.
very sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
But the con itself was amazing, and I understand why people go. Now, I've been to PAX Unplugged every year, so I at least had some advanced practice, I guess. As far as just like, okay, I've been to one of these, this isn't that bad, but then it turns out, no, this is a lot bigger. There's a lot more going on. I have clearly underestimated what I've gotten myself into. It was good though.
Yeah, the vendor hall alone is just gargantuan. Last I checked.
We did manage to get through the whole thing. Not all in one day, of course, but there were a couple things we missed because by the time we got there they were sold out because it was Sunday, but it was we didn't spend all the time in the vendor hall. I only had tickets for stuff on Thursday, really, because I had a whole wish list set up and accidentally deleted the whole thing.
Oops.
Yeah.
It was a fleeting wish.
Right, but it worked out for the best, honestly, because I had too many things on the schedule. Like, there was no way that I was gonna attend all those things and not be dead at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually worked out for the best, and I did have some tickets left over. But the ticketing system is kind of new to me as far as, like, I don't think PAX Unplugged does that. So it's a learning curve. But it was like I did
You had enough height on those last two bounces, and yet somehow you still up finally.
All
Oh,
right.
hey, it's the final level, Heaven's Word, or the final level, Shadowbringers.
Oh man, it's time to. Oh
I've
no!
got you.
Help! Come down here!
Oh,
I will admit, I'll say it now, this blew my mind vaguely when I first played it. I say vaguely.
I feel like it's one of those
It was
things
clever
where you had
enough.
to be there.
He died, by the way.
I noticed.
Gotta
Oh,
time
no.
these plans correctly.
yeah, I think you climbed up that ladder a little too high for the timer. There you go.
You got this.
Run, Forrest, run!
So I actually asked the Talking Time Discord if they had any opinions on this game at all. I wasn't terribly concerned about like what the opinions were. I just wanted to know if they had an opinion. And Kishi, in their infinite wisdom, and that is not sarcasm. Kishi, I do consider to be infinitely intelligent.
I was going to say, Kishi is a very introspective person, so I will,
absolutely.
I will state that.
Kishi has more thoughts than I have had, more thoughts at any given moment than I have had in my entire life. That's just who they are. Said, and I felt this was interesting, that they were deeply moved by it. Like at the time, they played it and were like, "Whoa, that's actually really like see that like what this game is doing," and I really appreciate it. And then they found out about the secret ending and just hated it. In their estimation, it was one of those things that retroactively just burned the entire game alive.
Interesting.
It was.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. When I found out about the secret ending, I had much the same answering or feeling or whatever you want to say.
It's a bad secret ending. It's not
What
good.
is the secret ending?
The secret ending is that, oh, your girlfriend was actually a metaphor for the atomic bomb.
Oh, is that why you were making atomic bomb jokes?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it's not quite as much of a joke as it should be.
It's not a joke, unfortunately.
I thought you guys were just joking. I didn't know there was an actual atomic bomb.
So
it literally does the Oppenheimer we're all sons of bitches thing.
So you see that chandelier there? Or did you see that chandelier that like reversed in time?
Yeah.
There is a bit that changes if you collect these annoyingly secret items. Should I mention this now, or should?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Well, we can take in the joy of the finale here now that we're rewinding. Oh, the Mona Lisa's up there.
And notice that Tim's walking differently, or walking
Tim's
not
walking
in reverse, walking forward. Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole time, what we were like the whole level before this, Tim was notably in reverse from everybody else. And then we play through this level where it kind of looks like you're working to save the princess. But now, everyone is in reverse. And if you examine what's happening, it looks a whole lot more now like Tim is chasing the princess. And she is repeatedly pulling switches and activating things that would make Tim stop. Yeah. Like the idea, this is now where we find out that, oh, wait a minute, Tim has been chasing the princess the whole time here, but the princess probably did not appreciate that.
Yeah.
So now we're seeing things in proper sort of if-then order, and the princess is repeatedly trying to waylay Tim as opposed to assisting him.
The princess is trying to stop Tim, and Tim is just, doing his best to parkour through it.
And of course, now, as we get to it, who looked like the initial...
shouts help, and the knight in shining armor there says, "Come down here."
Yeah, that was the one thing that didn't seem to fit when he said it going the other way.
Yep.
I mean, the oof seemed a little much, but "come down here" didn't fit at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, come down here could be like, yo, get down here. You're mine.
Now that we've soaked it in, can I mention the...
Yeah, now go on.
Yeah, now you can. Go right ahead.
There was a chandelier that fell down at one point in that sequence. If you collect these hidden stars that are in each world, and they're really annoying to get, one of them requires you to wait 2 real-life hours for a cloud that's unwindable to move, just in place to jump on it. Like it moves so slowly that you have to wait 2 hours for it to actually get where you need to go. For example of how annoying these stars to get, collect all of them, the chandelier becomes rewindable in a way that lets you jump on it. You can actually capture the princess or get the princess or whatever, and she does this whole like teleports around in a bunch of different ways, kind of like the idea of like a atom flashing around. I think there's like an atomic explosion flash or something, and
If
then
you
it adds
ask,
more quotes.
like when I saw the video, I thought, that looks like a Z fighting glitch.
Yeah.
Like the sort of like thing that would happen. Oh hey, someone
There-
near him said it worked. Someone else said, now we're all sons of bitches. There you go.
Yeah, it's the atomic bomb. The princess was the atomic bomb. That's what he was searching for the whole time.
But his name is Tim?
Yes, his name is
The
Tim.
atomic bomb.
Atomic bomb.
The atomic bomb.
Should have been called Tom.
Right?
Tom Bomb.
Why wasn't Oppenheimer named Tom?
Yeah, come on.
Oppenheimer.
Questions for another age.
Timmenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
Oy. Anyway, Braid.
Won't
It's not
you?
a great game.
I guess of one caveat is this was in the era of like who made this is the era of like where Passage was a
2009,
big game,
2008, 2009.
or like like a few years prior, like Passage was a big game, or like there was a bunch of like heavy-handed metaphors stuff, and I guess
You
this
only
was,
live
that was-
once.
Oh yeah, that one.
See, crazy thing is, there are two games I'm aware of that like use that gimmick. One of them was this extremely heavy-handed, oh, you blew up the world, and it's just such a fucking sad look. And the other one is a goofy Mario Bros pastiche where if you die, it just cuts ahead to the bad guy getting arrested. And amazingly, that one's so much better.
Isn't there one where like if you die, then like the next player gets to walk on your corpse or something?
No. Every time you hit continue, it just shows the next like thing that happens. If you beat the level, if you beat the it was a flash game on Newgrounds called You Only Live Once. And if you die like before you reach the actual boss at the end of like the level, it would just like when you hit continue, it would just be the police arresting the boss because he killed you. He sent out his dudes to kill you. And then it would be just people like visiting your grave, and then just the flowers at your grave like rotting away to nothing. And then like 10 years later, your grave covered in snow and you can't even make up the name anymore. That sort of thing. And it was great. That was such a good use of the medium. Meanwhile, some other asshole made it so that like, oh, you created a virus that destroyed the entire world, and all your choices matter and you can't save them. And it's just so fucking annoying. Just absolutely irritating.
That reminds me, though, speaking of the Flash games of that era, do you remember Every Day the Same Dream?
No, I do not.
It was kind of like an okay Flash game, like setting-wise, but the song, it had like one song in loop, and that song fucking slapped. It was just so that's the important takeaway for that one.
That's all you need sometimes. All you need sometimes is one really good song.
But it was like
anyway, that was
Flash
Braid.
I was going to say, on that note, it's midnight.
Well,
Braid is complete.
This really was a braid.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Braid.
The Braid.
The Braid.
Thank you for braiding. Please, in the future, braid responsibly.
Don't braid
The only
responsibly.
responsible move.
Do
is
not
to
buy Braid Anniversary Edition. Instead of buying Braid Anniversary Edition, go to John Blow's Twitter and call him a bitch.
We will all tune in again in another 10 years when he releases the next anniversary edition that will include an additional 16 hours of commentary.
You said the next anniversary. You said 10 years, but really it'll be 15.
Well, of course.
30 year anniversary.
I can't get over. Before you hit end on this, I want to say one last thing about Braid Anniversary Edition. He actually said in a stream several weeks after it became apparent that this game was a huge bomb, like financially just absolutely cratered. Well, I thought we did something really interesting with the commentary. I feel like listening to John Blow talk about anything for 15 hours is a form of torture.
I mean,
the idea that's something really interesting and unique. Oh, I talked too fucking much should be a war crime.
I will state more video games I feel should have commentary like DVDs because it encourages developers and everything.
Commentary is fantastic.
Yes.
Gabe Newell talking about like testing and shit. That's interesting. But John Blow is
Braid.
John Blow. You have to, I can only imagine this anniversary edition took so long because they would say, "Hey, John Blow, talk about this level," and he would say the N-word.
I mean, I would just think logically what happened there is like John Blow made this video game, but he's by no means a sound engineer. They probably had to have a second person listen to the commentary in order to like make sure the levels are right or whatever. And that person probably quit after the first 10 minutes.
Oh,
and then
absolutely.
they had to go through the process of hiring another sound engineer, and then they listened to John Blow's commentary, and then he quit after 10 minutes.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
this probably went on for 15 years.
Oh, man.
All right, that's it for Braid.
Fuck Braid. It's a bad video
I'm going to
game.
attach this to an article where I lament its existence. Have a good night.
I will also write things in that article about how much I hate it. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
As long as you can agree.